What's going on, everybody? Is every other Wednesday night on Three Star Draw, and you know what that means. It's time for Sevens Wild
Yeah.
Down South 77 Three Star Draw, and with me, as always, is
Pop blender.
in the blender. Did you get all of
Blender.
your stuff saved over there? He's having to do some last minute
I'm
saving.
I'm I'm working on it, but
All right.
yeah, for some reason I don't know what's going on. My computer's acting really slow. For some strange reason, I'm having issues. I don't know what's going on. It's probably I'm running out of space.
That'll do it.
I need a new hard drive.
That'll do it. Just get a portable and dump everything on that and
uh,
never
yeah,
boot it up again. So
yeah, yeah,
risk
yep,
it going off the rail.
dude. Holy moly, no kidding. I think I've got it together here. Anyway, whatever. What's happening?
Oh, not much, man. So what you been up to today? This was your Wednesday off, usual. So would you get into anything fun today?
Um, No, not really. Not really. Just went and got a pedicure. I tell you guys, don't be scared. Go get you one. Shit, if you work on your feet, I promise you, that shit makes a difference. It's freaking
Uh,
awesome.
what's a pedicure cost these days?
About $35, $38 somewhere in there. Give or
Okay.
take. It depends on where you go. But yeah, you can yeah, I mean, you're gonna tip on top of that. But yeah, dude, like I'm telling you, if you work on your feet, dude, that shit is amazing. And I've
I
always,
need them. I need them to pedicure the bottom of my feet because that's
yeah,
what hurts.
they work on that shit too. But I'll tell you, I say it again, there's nothing wrong with having a little Asian chick massaging your feet and working on your feet, man. I'm telling you, like I'm just being honest. It's awesome.
Does it have to be an Asian chick? Can it be somebody
Yeah,
else?
they're all Asian. That's
They
it.
are.
They rule the world of manicure pedicure land. they
Yeah,
it's
they
they have
must.
they have taken over that market, and they will never release their stranglehold.
They've cornered the foot market. Something
she
I thought I would never hear
she
myself say is
she
they've
she
cornered the foot market.
she asked me today though. She asked me today, and I was cutting up with her, joking around and stuff, and then at the end, they put hot towels. They wrap them around your calves and your legs, man, like like a shave, right? And they wrap them around there. And then at the very end, then she's like, do you want clear coat?" I said, "What?" She said, "Do you want a clear coat?" And I was like, I didn't understand her at first because she was kind of talking low, and I said no. And then after about 15 or 20 seconds, I was sitting there going, well, maybe she asked me a question I didn't understand. So I said, "Excuse me, what did you say?" She said, "Did you want a clear coat on your toenails?" I said, "Oh hell no."
Well,
I
I
said,
mean, you
"No, no, no.
might as well go the extra mile.
I said, "No, we're staying away from the clear coat and the polish, hut." I said, "I just need the nails trimmed, really." You know what I'm saying?
You might have had some of them little stickers you can put on there. Put you some little Elsa heads or
Oh
something
my
on there.
god! I'm like, no, 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 no. We're not. There's no clear coating involved. There's no painting. It's like, no, we just do the massage. We do the trimming.
I halfway feel like if I ever did that, I'd be like, you know what? Just go ahead. How much is it?
Oh my
How much?
god! I had to go
How
by the
much
gas
is it?
station. I was not gonna roll up in the Shell station with clear coat on my toenails and
the
flip
little
flops.
the little cotton thing between your toes, trying to walk on the
Yeah,
balls of your foot to buy a
right.
pack of smokes.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. Not for me.
You don't wear sandals anyway, so
I wear flip flops.
mm.
I wear flip. I've got a pair of Tivas that I wear sometimes that are really nice, but
Yeah,
not
Tevas are
often.
good, man. Till you
Make
wear
me
them
feel like
flat.
Moses. Yeah.
Wait, oh no, he's in. I was gonna grab Jesus, but he's in the racer.
Oh no.
he, he's he's
Racing
still
to hell.
driving. He's still driving Blade and Punisher around in the racer from this
Okay.
weekend.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'd grab it, but I got a bunch of shit in front of it right now. So, um, all right. So let's before we get too far, let's go ahead and say what's up to the chat. We got
Let's
looks
do
like
it.
10 folks here right now. So we'll go ahead and say hi to them. I don't want to get buried too far just
Right.
yet. So let's see. We got Triple D's Dungeon. Bang.
Triple
First
D.
and Triple D saying Tuco Squad. We're going to talk about the Tuco Squad here before long. We got Paul Morales is in the house. What's up, Paul? Got Turk Murphy's Toy Solutions in the house. Got this nice package
Big
here from
Turk.
Turk the other day. So some nice 3D print weapons in there. Viper Scouts in the house. What's going on, Viper Scouts? You got a U.S. Combat Dojo. What's up?
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Roman Graham is in here saying, "What's happening, guys?" And let's see. You got Jay Astro.
Jay.
I am lost and abandoned.
Aren't we all?
You fit right in over here.
Yeah, right.
And Bobby Wild saying, I must have turned into the wrong show, tuned into the wrong show, came for toys, and I'm hearing about nail polish. You never know what you're going to hear
Hey
over.
man, I'm just, I just got to keep it real, dude. I'm not, that's just how I am.
Never ever. Cobra Slug is in the house. What's going on, Cobra Slug?
Hey,
I think is this the first time you've been here, Cobra Slug?
I,
So,
I don't think
I
so.
can't
I don't think
remember.
so.
Can't remember.
I have
If you
trouble
hear
if I get further
it's
than a
hard.
week.
Yeah,
Once I
it's
get to
hard to
two
keep.
weeks, I start listening.
Um,
Wait, what happened?
um, um, so let's see. Yeah, Dave had mentioned the Tuco squad, so that is a talking point we're going to touch on here in just a little bit. Okay, formerly Cobra 8877. So
Ah, okay.
that's the familiarity. So well, I didn't do much today. I just went to work. Decent day at work, trying to get a head start on the month because this is October's a busy month, so I'm trying to get as much work stuff done as early as possible because I have a tremendous amount of stuff to do on my days off over
Yeah.
this month. So I do want to ask you, and I see Krusty Old Crow
Crow.
is down
What's
there.
up,
What's
buddy?
going on, Crow? Talked to Crow for a little while this afternoon, and since he's here, I thought I would ask you because it sounds like you did not, but I was wondering if you or anybody in the chat picked this up today.
I
This is
did
the
not.
image, the one shot image that come out today.
I'll have to go look before work tomorrow to see if it's at my comic shop. But no, I didn't even know about it, to be honest with you.
This one kind of flew under the radar a little bit. I'm gonna take that off of there. There we
Yeah,
go.
it totally flew under my radar. I can tell you that much.
Um, I heard about it and I kind of forgot about it, and then I saw something online on Facebook, maybe Monday, about it coming out today, and apparently this one was not like a. I don't think it was a huge run. It's a one shot. It's
Right.
supposed to be a one shot in this one. So, um, I don't know how with the amount of art and story that they put in pages these days. I don't know how they fit it all into one issue at a $3.99 price, but guess I'll
Right.
find that out.
Yeah.
So actually last night, the comic shop that I go to, I got on their website and they had a like where you can send stuff in, not necessarily an email, but send a request or send a question or whatever, and told them who I was and could you guys put this in my hold box today. And so I called, but like 20 minutes after they opened, because I wanted to make sure, because it sounds like it's not going to be as heavily printed as some of the other stuff. Stores aren't going to get as many, but I know there are multiple covers. So I called and told them I'd sent the question last night, and ask if they would hold it for me, and they're like, "Well, I know we got it." And so
Yeah.
she looked, and she's like, "Okay." She's like, "Do you just want the standard cover?" I say, "Yep, just the basic cover. All I really
Yeah.
care about is reading it." And she's like, "Okay, it's in the hold box." So got to go pick that up on Saturday.
Yeah, I'll probably I'll swing by tomorrow. I plan on going by there on my way to work tomorrow anyway. So I'll probably swing by and see if they've got it. They've been pretty good about getting the Transformers, GI Joe stuff. Like really good about it. Whereas their other location rarely has any of it.
Yeah. Well, I had to make sure that I called them because the image or the energon is the only thing that I'm reading. So I knew they wouldn't automatically hold this for me. So I went ahead
Yeah,
and called. So looking forward to it. Maybe if I ever open the Cold Slither set, I can put this beside Cold Slither on the shelf.
yeah. Set it up behind
Um,
them or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious what the story is, and like you said, I mean, at $4, I mean, even if it was $1 more, I still wonder how much story they've got in it because every time I pick up a book that's $5.99 even, it's like the back 7 pages are ads for
ads.
other comics coming out, and then the size of the panels and what's actually in it is barely anything.
Not a lot of writing, not a ton of
Mm-mm.
dialogue. It's
No,
basic dialogue in a lot of it.
no. That's why I've
So
actually held on to a lot of these books. Like I've been collecting the Transformers series. I've been getting the GI Joe, new series, and then the continuation series. And I've just been holding on to them and not reading them because I know if I read it as soon as I get it, then I won't have much to read. You know what I mean? So like I've
yeah,
been collecting, hanging on to them, and then that way I can just do one big long run where I can spend 45 minutes or an hour or whatever it'll take reading several in a row rather than
yeah,
just every
read
month.
you probably read eight of these modern issues in an hour in a
Oh,
row
I
and
have no doubt about
digest
that.
it,
Yeah,
look at the art.
yeah, yeah.
So I just wanted to throw that out. I meant to ask you this backstage, but if you or
No,
actually text you and today and then ask you, but so that's out there if that's something um, folks want to go look at. Graph is here making the keytar look bad arse.
um, yeah, right. I mean, I like this cover is cool. I don't know what any of the others look like. I haven't, since this is literally the first time hearing about it. I like this cover. I don't know, they put out so many now. It's like nine
Yeah,
covers, right? On a first
it's
run print, they'll
ridiculous.
put out like nine different covers. And a lot of times, several of them, I'm not real thrilled with the way they look. And then
Yeah,
you'll have one or two, but chances are those will be like the variant covers that are like $20, whatever.
yeah, it has to be. It's going to have to be a hell of a badass cover for me to pay more than cover price for it. I think
Oh
there's only
yeah,
been there's only been like a couple of the Energon ones that I've done that for.
yeah.
Just with these variant covers, man, are absolutely out of control. And Crow says, "I wonder this has to have Jim and the holograms in it, wouldn't you think?" I would think. I hope maybe it's got a teaser or something in there.
If it's a one off, maybe it's like a battle of the bands kind of goofy thing or something. If it's
I
just a
think
one off kind of deal.
I had read at some point somewhere like a basic synopsis of where the story goes going, but I don't remember. It seems like it's like talking about their career, like or something, but
Oh, how this came to be.
yeah, something like that. I think, but I could be wrong.
I mean,
Don't quote.
if that is the case, then that's fine. What I don't expect much of it. How about that? I don't
Yeah,
expect a lot of it. But it's One more thing. One
Oh
more
yeah.
thing.
War Chest Full of Toys is here. What's up, War Chest? Says he
Yeah.
didn't pick up Cold Slither. He thought the art looked not up to par. A lot of it is not up to par for me. I don't like the blocky style, and this didn't look blocky to me.
um, I mean, this particular kind of hyper realistic, this reminds me of like early 80s, mid 80s movie poster, look, kind of that. Not airbrush is not the right word. I don't know what you'd call this. I have a few things that come to mind. The most famous of which I remember is the Mr. T Hulk Hogan WrestleMania
Oh
program,
yeah,
where
yeah,
what I'm talking about, where and it's got them in kind of standing at the ropes in the ring, and
yeah,
it's got that uh, this kind of look to it in a way. It looks real, but it looks painted. So I don't know what you call it, but this definitely has that kind of mid '80s, early mid '80s kind of
yeah.
thing going on.
I mean, I think they were going with 80s album cover,
Yeah,
you
I mean, let
know.
alone the clothes, right? I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, but
for
just
sure.
the art style of this cover. I don't know what the
Yeah,
rest of them look like. Who knows?
yeah. I had glanced at them. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. This is the stock one, so this is the one. That's the one I'm gonna get. Um, so we got Nolan in the house. What's going
What's
on,
up,
Nolan?
Nolan?
How you doing? Crow says they already gave Matt Tracker a place in the EU. Have
Yeah,
little doubt they'll drag more properties in.
sure.
This is true.
Yeah, sure.
True. Um, Graf says Tim Seeley any good at writing? Not sure. Don't know what else he's done.
I have no clue, man. It's one thing I usually like to do is look up the writers on some stuff just to see.
Yeah.
So when I type in Tim Seeley, the first thing that comes up is Nightwing,
Okay.
like the Nightwing of probably the new 52. Like it's a pretty. Most people have seen this logo. Most people have seen this style. So that's the first thing that pops up is Nightwing whenever you type his name in. So,
Okay.
I don't
Um,
know. I haven't read that, so I can't necessarily say.
that's a good way to put it. Crow says he can see that I can see this Alex Ross inspired art. So yeah, I can see that in it. Kind
Um,
of realistic like you said, airbrush kind of thing.
yeah, I know. Dude's also written on Godzilla, which I think kind of recently,
Okay.
as of August. So I don't know if there's any comics out there that these guys all kind of bounce around, right? They'll work on something for a while and then they'll bounce to something else or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe those are something somebody's read out there. I don't know.
All right. Well, that's out there if you guys want to go out and look for it. So, all right. So we've already talked about what's going on. So talk a little bit about that because there's no Joe news, right? No, there's no GI Joe anything that's been happening. No renders or
No,
nothing shipping right now.
nothing that I'm aware
It's
of.
just completely GI Joe desert
It's
right
been
now.
all He-Man, right?
It's
Just nothing but
all the
He-Man and Thundercats.
all the Motu stuff is hitting at the Walmart. They got all the new Eternia stuff. I saw Ninjor the other day, so it's the first
Man,
time I'd seen him.
how about
Um,
Ninjor L?
I, I got his cousin Ninji.
Nin Kal-El?
Yes, Nin Kal-El. That's great.
Look,
Let's see.
Matthew's
There's
jumping in with the GI Joe news. I got an email just a couple minutes ago, honestly.
um, yes, of course we are bullshitting. We're getting crushed with Joe stuff right now. So Matthew says Scorpions arrived today. Got an email that the modular for it will be
Yeah,
delivered September 25th. Love these time traveling deliveries. Crow made some fantastic memes having to do with
seriously,
the
dude.
time traveling emails. So they're on his. I think he put them on his. I think on his Facebook if you've got him, and I think he put them on Insta too. They're hilarious. Um, and we're gonna look at some of the Joe stuff here in a minute. So my Desert Scorpion is supposed to be here tomorrow, Matthew. So I'm pretty
Same,
excited.
same. What?
Ninjor looked sweet. I
Uh,
did look at him.
I know I talked to Scott. He got the Desert Scorpion. He was pretty stoked about it with the soft goods and stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
it seems to be. People seem to be liking it.
yeah, yeah, he looked super cool. And I did get the notice for the what the not Hawk. What the hell is it? I don't even know. Let me
MMS.
say. It's the Steel Core Century. That says it's going to be shipping soon, and then I got another one. My uh, divers are on the way soon, and then something else. Oh, dude, it's a lot. It's a lot right now. It's all
A lot of stuff. So Crow says it was just on Insta and on YouTube. So it was on his. He posted it on his YouTube
okay.
post. So um, Cobra Slug says I ended up buying figures I did want, like Metalhead, because I'm bored. There isn't anything being shipped right now. Well, you might take Metalhead back if you hadn't opened him yet. All right, so
Yeah.
let's talk about this guy right here. Finally,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
blew up all over social media today. This guy finally went up on Amazon today, and last I looked, hold on, let me refresh. He is still available, not sold out.
Yeah.
Um, the delivery date is bumped back a week on him though, October 12th to 15th now.
Really?
So, yep.
Mine was the third or fourth, one of the two.
So mine, so this picture actually, I took this picture quite a while after I messaged you and right after he went up, after I'd ordered mine and whatnot. So mine is actually going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So by the time I got this screen grab, it had already moved to October 3rd, which is Friday, but mine was tomorrow. And unless it's a damn meme that he made just to freak everybody out, Baldy got his today. Unless it was one of Baldy's classic memes, but it looked like, at least in the picture, they shipped them to him this afternoon. I didn't investigate far enough to find out if he's just fucking with us or not, like he likes to do. Um, but either way, so yeah, so there's the in stock and deliver by Friday. So, like I said, mine are supposed to be here tomorrow. I'm pretty excited for this guy.
Um, yeah, I think Saturday. So is what mine says Saturday. I mean, well, which is fine. Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I don't think all of a sudden this thing's gonna just not be available. If it's still available, I think it's gonna be available. I mean, everybody that was in a rush to get it didn't think that it was going to stick around has already ordered it. And so at this point, to me, I just don't see all of a sudden where this guy's unavailable. I mean, that obviously is subject to change, but I think all the people that were really worried that, oh my, gosh, it's, the controversy, whatever, is that it's going to sell out, have already jumped on it, ordered it, and if it's still available now, then I don't know. I would assume that you'll probably be able to get it in over the next several days.
Well, I've been maintaining that once it comes out, once it gets put out, everybody is able to get their hands on it. Like it's going to be like the firefighter, because at the time this was made, they didn't make any less of these than they made of the firefighter, and
Mm-hmm.
the firefighters is everywhere. So
Right.
now we've already seen BBTS and Entertainment Earth get them. Was it a week ago, last week, whenever it was, and they sold out pretty quick. Um, I didn't order it on either one of them, but they have a December release date, I think, on theirs. And I've been holding out for Amazon. That's what's so funny about this. Um, I I like Graf's comment here. I need a Tackleberry, Mahoney, and Jones head sculpt for the
Right, no doubt,
classified
man.
police.
No
That'd be
doubt.
great, man. Make Police Academy.
Yes.
But I've been a little story about this today. I've been religiously like checking Amazon constantly, searching Amazon, waiting on this thing to drop. And it went up today. When it went up, I was eating lunch in my truck in a parking lot under a shade tree watching videos on Watch Mojo. And
Mhm.
I was already through eating lunch, drove to my next place, and I needed to kill a couple minutes before I could go in. So I opened Facebook and saw like three, posts where people had shared this. I was like,
Yeah.
really? Like the one time I'm not checking this on my lunch break looking for this, and it went up. So immediately went over there, ordered it, and then sent messages out to people. I even sent one out to Lawrence, and then when I looked further down Facebook, I saw that he had posted the link like 20 minutes. you
Yeah.
he'd already posted his affiliate link for it. And when I saw it, it had already been up for like 40 minutes. So that was a pretty good indicator that they had a bunch of them.
Yeah, and just because if Entertainment Earth or BBTS or whoever maybe have had them a little early, just because maybe those sold out, um, doesn't necessarily mean that's an indication when you're talking about Amazon or you're talking about if I mean I wonder just how many that those smaller retailers got,
Yeah.
compare relative to, what Amazon is selling or whatever that looks like. It's just sometimes that's an indication, I guess. But I think for the most part, these legacy figures are readily available. Um, they've been you can get them. And I don't think people, even though this one in particular, whatever's associated with this police officer figure, um, I don't know that people are just like, oh man, gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have like some of the other figures in the line, right? Especially obviously your exclusives, but just some of the other ones that people really, 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 really want.
I think this will appeal to an even wider demographic than the firefighter did.
It will for people that don't, not just GI Joe, if
Yeah.
for scale, right?
Yep.
I think you're right as far as that goes. I think for just GI Joe fans that are, this isn't a mainline figure, right? It
Yeah.
is an extra. It is kind of a little add-on kind of deal that they've been doing, which is nice, and they'll continue to do. But yeah, do you think that some of the talk around it and maybe the desire of oh man, can't wait till this thing goes up or got to get my hands on it, do you think some of that is from back when they were going to put it out and then they didn't? And do you think that has anything to do with kind of some of that conversation around it coming out?
I I don't I don't think so. I think anybody that was already going to get this is still going to get this.
Yeah.
I think if anything, I think more people would buy it now. I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot with whatever. We know what happened, but I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot on this one. They should have just put it out when they were going to put it out.
Yeah.
I think they'll sell more of them. Um, and Jay Astro ordered two of the cops from Amazon today, as did I. Ordered two, and I had Matthew's comment up where he said he had canceled some stuff. So we'll talk about that. And Matthew says could have gotten the officers delivered tomorrow or Saturday. Saturday offered cash back, so um, I'd have probably gone with that too at this point, especially knowing the Desert Scorpion's supposed to be here tomorrow anyway.
Yeah.
Um, Anything that gives me cash back at this point, I'm pretty much all for that.
I don't think I got any kind of particular anything other than just
I
that's when
just,
it was coming.
yeah, I just got, it'll be here tomorrow. So I was like,
Right.
click. Here's War Chest saying, got the Scorpion things articulated like crazy. They spent some time on that thing. But I mean, that's what we're hoping for, right? I mean, that's just what we
Right.
want. Um, Lone Dragons here says the diver ship from Target, Snake ship, retro CG cover girl about the ship, canceled the All Striker and the Fortification because I can't afford everything all in 1 month. Not sold out. I'll get them later. Um, and that is something else that I was wanting to address here.
Yeah.
So, All Striker is now moved up to October 6th, and the modular fortification is the 7th. So I've seen a few of you guys in the chat say that you've gotten emails that these are about to ship. Like I've
I
not gotten one on
I got
the
the
all.
mod. Yeah, I got the steel core email just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I didn't know them. I pulled it up while we were sitting here, and I did get um, the Amazon notification that my uh, legacy officers have shipped. So they'll definitely be here tomorrow. But I've got
Right.
nothing on the All Striker or the Joe fortification.
No, nothing on the All Striker, but yeah, definitely on the fortification. I've like I said, I've got the divers on the way. I've got or they will be on the way soon. I've got the Desert Scorpion will be here tomorrow, and then. But hey, look, um, I said I don't care what anybody says. You know, you can set money aside and all that kind of stuff, man. Life happens, and you know these emails, these dates, and they're all over the place. And then all of a sudden, you know, they hit you up, you know, out of the blue, right? You can budget, you can predict, you can say, okay, I'm gonna go by their dates and what they tell me and all that. But like, you know, shit happens, man, and you know, it's not just so cut and dried, in my opinion, as that. Um,
Yeah.
and especially when it's very intermittently, it's very you can't quite count on exactly knowing when. Most of your bills, most all people's bills, you know when they come out. They have a date. They're the same every month. You know when they come out. But with something like this, it can definitely throw a wrench into to kind of even your best laid plans, in my opinion. And for people, I can fully understand where all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you know, and also too, let's not kid ourselves. It's not uncommon to pre-order stuff and kind of hit it up on that reserve, and then if it comes up and it's like, you know, I can't, I just got to juggle some shit, and then cancel it. That's
Yeah.
fine too, right? You know, you plan on getting it, and you think maybe when the time comes, you know, it's good to go and all that. But if not, then yeah, you can always go back and snag it later. You know, some are easier than others, but
Well,
you know, the
that's what they
intention is
count on
there.
is that's what they count on is us being scared we're not going to be able to
Yeah,
snag it
yeah,
later. So
absolutely. But most of these things you are able to.
now, a year and a half ago, not so much, but now for the most part, you still got your things like the ferret. I don't know what the fuck happened with the ferret, but
Sure.
um, stuff like that. The snake armor, but I don't think we're through seeing snake armors in stock personally.
I think the one thing for me that just definitely seems odd, not just seems odd. It's not like these toys are going to be worth, you know, 15 times their valuation, you know, in
No,
in 10 or 20 or 30 years or 40. I mean, we're not going to be alive, you know what I'm saying? But My point being is that I've always been a big fan of make your product available. So with the ferret or with other things like the vamp or whatever, it's like make your product available. There's nothing so special about it that it should be on the secondary market going for 5 times as much as it was when it came out. Make it available for people to buy. The more product, it doesn't help Hasbro anymore for someone to be out there at a con selling a vamp for $180 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? $200. It doesn't help Hasbro. To me, you make it available for more people to buy, that helps you. So I just never understand that whole thing about how all of a sudden they run out. Creating that market doesn't help them. People are still going to
No.
buy the product if they like it. It just because that the FOMO part, people are still going to have that. But I just feel like just make your product available and for people to get. You know?
And on that note, like even using the FOMO to sell stuff, so that works. So
Yeah.
make enough for the next thing. But that says that's what I think they do. They do, but then every now and then they'll make the one thing and not make enough, and just to keep that, just to drive it, just to keep it going.
But even
Right?
then, it still doesn't help them, in my opinion. Because I think
No.
people, now look, yes, it's true if people know that they're going to be able to get it down the line, but I still think they'd still rather get it from Pulse if they have the free shipping in particular, or whatever, their premium member. They'd rather get it from Pulse. If you could still pull it up on the website and still order it months later, you're probably going to go through them to get it because
Oh
that's how
yeah.
you create loyal customers.
Yeah.
And so I just don't understand this idea. And again, these are just they're not going to be. This isn't like we're talking about the '80s toys. They're just never going to reach that kind of value. So it is what it is as far as that. But I don't know, man. If you're a company, man, like make it so people can get your product. And
Yeah. I that's my gripe too. Like why, and it ties into everything. Like
yeah,
they're ordering, their emails, their website. Like, why do you make it so hard for people to get your shit? Um,
it's interesting. It really is. I don't quite get it. Um,
so
I haven't gotten. So are people getting the MMS email? Is that what they're
no,
saying?
no, I just pulled this one up
Okay,
because the date on it is now the 8th. So
right.
you got the All Striker, the modular fortification thing, and the MMS from Pulse, all shipping within 3 days. Those are big. Those are all big ticket items. Those are
Mm-hmm.
all
Yeah.
highest price point items that they've done, other than like a HasLab and Cold Slither. But and within 3 days, and I dare say all of those people probably ordered multiples of.
Well, exactly. And again, that's why I go back to, when you have bills and you know when they come out, then you know when they come out. And so let's say you go through and you pre-order stuff, right? And you're depending on them, they're going to come through on their end. They want you to come through on your end. So then you write down your dates, right? You put your dates down on your calendar or you put it in your phone and you say, okay, on this date, the money's going to come out for this, right? I pre-ordered $225 of this. It says this is coming out October 7th. This one's coming out October 7th. This one's coming out November 12th. This one is December the 1st. Then you put those dates in your calendar. Then, like any other bill, then you can go by that and say, okay, make sure I'm good, whatever that means to you. So, again, the whole argument of, well, you just set that money aside. Well, it's just not that easy. Not,
Yeah,
it would be if they stuck to their dates, but
yeah.
they don't.
That it's easy to say that. It's easy to say that
Yes.
when you're not worried about it or where it's
Yes.
coming from. It's easy to say that.
Yeah.
And I feel you. Dave. Dave says, I'm about done getting stuff straight from Pulse. It always seems to come DHL. So the trick is if you order like one singular thing, like if you order one figure, it's coming DHL.
Yeah.
Once it gets to where it needs a certain size box or hits a certain weight, but mainly I think the box. Um, like most of the time, if you order two figures, it's gonna come through FedEx. If you order single thing, it's gonna come DHL. So we're talking about all of the stuff shipping right now. So just to talk about everything that's coming in. So I've got the Desert Scorpion's going to be here tomorrow. Um, I ordered Budo, who all of a sudden just
Oh, Buddha.
became available like that. And I hadn't ordered Budo
Oh
yet, but
shit, mine's on the way too. I
yep.
forgot.
So,
Budo's on the way. Shit.
yep. So I have Desert Scorpion on the way, Budo's on the way. I just got notice that my
Holy fuck.
CoverGirl and Flint shipped. They're on the
Okay.
way now. Um, so that's what I have. The cops coming from Amazon tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I also did not order the MMS. So I don't have it ordered anywhere. I mean, we know it's been on Amazon for weeks now. You can get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as far as Pulse, so I just got Sarge and Mercer. They're also about to come out from Pulse. I have to look and see what their date is, but they're also getting ready to come from Pulse. So let me go back and find them.
Yeah, they're
Forgot.
whooping that ass. I mean, they ain't, they're whooping that ass. They're not playing around right now. I mean, just
Oh, maybe has somebody already gotten them from Pulse because they don't have a date on them. I
let's
didn't
see.
think Pulse had shipped them yet, but they don't have a date. So we
Um,
see that.
okay.
So okay.
I'm just
Well,
trying to
either
double check. I'm looking through
so
right now. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, what exactly do I?
So either way, they're going to be so that's the stuff that I've got coming. Didn't
Yeah.
order the MMS, and guys are talking about canceling stuff. So I'm going to cancel the Joe fortification. I think I'm probably going to cancel that. I do want the All Striker. Um, so
Oh, hell yeah.
you like you gotta get it's to the point where most of us I think are kind of picking and choosing. It's been that way for me all year, but man, they're just crushing us, man.
It is definitely all of a sudden just in the last couple of weeks or so, because I know all of a sudden, you know, Snake Armor, Slice and Dice, and for me, like Law and Order, some other, just that I've had more than a few version 4 Snake Eyes. I mean, I'd have to go grab them, but I have them over there. Yeah, it's like that, and then more on the way. So yeah, they're definitely in the month of September and into October. They're laying the wood to me, that's for sure. And it looks
And
like obviously to everybody else.
yeah, Joe Fan 84 is in the house. What's up, Joe
Hell
Fan?
yeah.
So talking about stuff that's on the bubble, right? Jay Astro says, and Operation Monster Force stuff supposed to ship soon. So
Shit.
I got my email the other day, as did a lot of people, for the two that I had ordered. So that which I had the Donner Party and Dr. Caligari ordered from Series 2, had them ordered for forever because they show shit that's 3 years away, and out of everything that they had at the time, those were my two favorite figures in that whole line, and I ordered them. Well, I got the email that they're about to ship. I canceled them. Like I love the idea of that line. They're good
Okay.
figures, but at 36 and $40 and whatever, as cool as they are, like I've got the two. I've never went back and bought any others. I like them. They're good figures, but GI Joe is my priority. and there's
Yeah.
so much Joe stuff coming I would rather have. So I canceled my Monster Force figures. Matter of fact, I canceled everything I had on pre-order with BBTS, except I did not cancel Chatsworth,
So
the Sasquatch dude. I kept him, but he's not due out till next year.
so what about, are those, because I don't know, you guys will know, the Monster Force figures, like the ones you canceled, are you going to be able to grab those in 6 months if you want them?
The first series sold out, and then some of them have kind of come back in stock. I
Okay.
think I think they've got wave one. I think they've got the restock in. Um, I think so. It's kind of, I'm looking now to see what's in stock. So it looks like they've got most of wave one in stock again.
Okay.
So you'll probably be able to, but you might have to wait till they get a resupply from, distributor from China, I guess, and they
Yeah.
may be more. Because all of their new ones they're $40. They've gone up to $40. 30 they're
Yeah, that's
38 and $40 for
that's another thing, right?
most of them come with enough stuff they would classify as a deluxe for a GI Joe. I mean, you've got the heavy sleepwalker, so you know how much they come with.
Right.
um, so
Dang, I have a military helicopter going over the house. Hang on a second. Holy crap.
but is it a Black Hawk or a Chinook? Probably Black Hawk. Could be either where you live, though. You're not that far from
Jesus,
the
that
Air
thing's. Oh
National
my
Guard.
God, dude, that thing was freaking loud. Holy crap. Um, yeah, no, I know accessory wise too. I know they do come with a lot. I guess it's just, um, well, I guess it brings into question something else, and we've talked about it, but just looking, I mean, who out there is starting to run out of space? And if you do
Yeah.
multiple lines that are that scale or similar, 6 or 7 inch or whatever, like it's a real conversation at this point. It has to be, and you talk about picking and choosing. It also comes down to picking and choosing because of like where else am I going to start putting stuff?
Yeah. I mean, Crow and I have talked about it. I mean,
Yeah.
we've talked about it, but Crow and I did a show on it talking about
Mm-hmm.
space, and Punk talks about it a lot. So that is another thing you have to consider is where am I going to put it? You
Because
know,
it used to be with the 3 3/4 inch or smaller figures. Obviously that gives you a lot more space to work with. But now, because of the bigger figures being the bee's knees, um, I mean, we've seen it since we've been collecting the classified, just classified.
yep.
It's like, and looking behind you, even, and it's like, man, I you got to start nailing some shelves to the wall. You got to start,
Uh,
hanging stuff from the ceiling. I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to start putting stuff in another. If I trusted myself to hang stuff from the ceiling,
Yeah.
I would have hung the Rattler and the Dragonfly, but
Right.
I do not.
Uh,
Um, so we didn't actually get around to what have we gotten in recently. So we kind of
oh,
spiraled into
yeah.
everything that's showing up. So I see Jay Astro says Sarge and Mercer's supposed to be here tomorrow from Amazon or from Pulse. And he says Astros is broke these days. Um,
Hey, I mean, shit, man.
um, Joe Fan says Mercer looks cool, but not sure on Sarge. You guys are going to be awful surprised when you get Sarge. All you people that think you ain't going to like him, uh, Sarge is Sarge is every bit as good as Mercer.
I just,
Sarge
I
may be
think it,
better.
I think it's just a situation that we've gotten multiple Sarges, right? Like, so I think that's where a lot of people are just kind of like, do I want another one? Do I need another one? We don't have Mercer. I'd really like Mercer, right? But you said that the other day about that Sarge figure looks really good, and it does. I mean, I just wonder if that is a lot of the conversation. Is just that we've gotten multiple Sarge figures, so
Yeah,
you
you're
know
right. I mean, they put him with Sarge to get you to buy another Sarge, even though
yeah,
it's a
and
really
I
good figure.
I hate that. I really do. I think I hate when they do that. I feel like you know I get it, but at the same time, I think that Mercer obviously they knew that figure would sell, so they just kind of suckered everybody into
I mean, and Mercer's
it.
Mercer's pretty much everything you would want in Mercer. For me, it was just having, I wanted to, he needs to look like he's got some kind of modified Viper costume and have
Yeah,
the snake with the line out. So,
right.
what's up, Steve Martin? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming by.
Big Steve.
Um, but I think, you might not like him better, but I think people will be pleasantly surprised with
Yeah.
this Sarge figure. He's all pinless. He's not like my Sarge is a little bit floppy, so he's not. He's got the upper uh, rocker cut, not the torso ratchet. So I think people will be surprised on him. Supplies too. He was a supply sergeant. Uh,
You worked that one out pretty good.
oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. I wish I could
It's
do that
pretty
in my
smooth.
videos.
It's pretty smooth.
I wish I could do that in my videos.
As far as what we got, I think I pretty much kind of covered it. I could go grab what I've gotten, but I think I pretty much called them all out. Although I did, I couldn't remember if I had Footloose or not.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't remember if I had Footloose or not. And I have a gift card to Target. And I was at Target the other day, and they had 4 or 5 breakers. They had like 2 firemen, and they had like retro carded Stalker and retro carded Cobra Commander, and they had a Footloose hanging up, and the box is a little, it's been beat. That box has been beat up like my ex girlfriend. But I was like, all right, well, I'll grab it and use the gift card on it. But I couldn't remember if I had Footloose, and honestly, I still don't know. I
You
haven't
didn't look?
looked. I didn't look. But
Oh shit.
I
So
said, well, I don't have him, or maybe I do. But I'll go ahead and snag him, and I cannot. I've looked through all my orders. I've looked through Amazon, Walmart, Target, everything, and I'm like, I don't know if I have this son of a bitch or not.
yep. Uh, so I have a story. I got a story about Target. But I want to hit Giraffe's comment. Yep, space and money making me focus only on my must-have lines. No more playing around picking up random shit. And
Yeah.
so I think I'm gonna have to keep it to Joe. I do want the Scooby Doo figures, and for now I'm gonna get the Street Fighters.
Okay.
But other stuff like it's going to be few and far between, I think. So I feel you. That's where I'm at to Graph. So Target, I went in. Yes, it was yesterday. I meant to text you and tell you this. So Breaker. We had the whole ordeal with Breaker, right? So I mean, people were really mad. You were mad. Everybody was mad over Breaker, and now he is hanging. He's peg warming everywhere. You get a breaker. You get a breaker.
Oh
Breakers for
God.
everybody. So I go in Target, and it's the Target that I like to go in. It's the one where I usually get lucky at, right?
Yeah.
I had to do something for work that was literally right beside it, and I had time. Like, there's nothing I'm looking for, and I don't have the extra money to pick up anything. I could go in there and see one of those HasLab dragonflies you always see on Target's website on
Yeah,
the clearance section for like 75% off. I couldn't have bought it right now, right? I
yeah,
couldn't have
yeah.
worked it in. But I wanted to, I like to go and see. So when like we go live or whatever, I can talk about it, see what I saw. So they had, trying to remember who they had. They had one retro card, and I think it was like, it actually wasn't Cobra Commander. I don't remember. It wasn't one of the newer ones. But so they had the firefighter, and they had like 9 breakers. They had 2 firefighters and like 9 breakers. And I'm just like, all right. Oh well. I was trying to see like if they had any, maybe any Marvel Legends marked down cheap, the Spider-Man cards or whatever, just to report. Like, you know what? I do want another firefighter. It's like maybe I can get another firefighter because it's about time for Target to put this stuff on clearance. They've had it for a month.
Yeah.
So I grab a firefighter and a breaker, and I walk to the scanner thing, and I scan the firefighter, and it boop, $34.99. I'm like, well, he'll be on clearance soon enough. Like, oh, let's check breaker. Check breaker, run him under the scanner. Boop. Item out of stock.
What?
At this store,
Stop it.
it rang up as out of stock in the store with
Are
the
you
scanner, and
serious?
there's 9 on the shelf.
What the
I
hell?
I shit you not. So,
Really?
dude,
Yeah, that's some bullshit. That makes no
their
sense.
their whole system is so jacked up. It's like
Well,
Pulse and Target use the same system.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, the times I've checked, they have, had it there where it's like, the guy, tries to check and he can't check they can't look them up for you, or they look them up, but they can't sell them, right? That whole deal. But,
Yeah,
but yeah, it doesn't surprise me that they would have like 9 or 10 of them and you go to scan it and it would say out of stock. I mean, it just
I,
doesn't.
I was like, really? It's like I'm scanning it.
Right.
It's not, like seriously.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, well, and I've told you, although I never thought about this until recently, but it makes perfect sense. But I was dumb enough to think, like, how the fuck do they have one foot loose? Like, that makes no sense.
Just one random one.
Just one random. Of course, it's like, it's probably a return, I
Yeah.
assume, but I don't remember when these motherfuckers had foot loose. So how did somebody return one? It's like, I mean, I guess it was a Target in Kalamazoo, Michigan. You know what I mean? Like somebody bought it at another Target somewhere and they, in another state. I don't know. Because I don't ever remember seeing that son of a bitch. I hadn't hardly seen anything at our Targets in
No.
up until recently.
Yeah. And I've
Never
seen
anything.
I saw pictures of people. They just found blood and battle armor
Oh
Cobra
yeah,
Commander at
yeah.
Target
Fuck,
somewhere.
you see
Like,
them pictures. It's like, where the hell do you live?
not any of these, not any here. So,
Hey,
Mark Harkness is here. What's up,
hey,
Mark? How you
Mark.
doing?
I went by
Cassius
Cassius
Snake.
Snake. Yeah, I went by Ross. I went by Ross. What day was that? It wasn't. It was Sunday. No, I worked Sunday. Maybe Sunday afternoon or something like that. I don't. Anyway, Sunday evening. But I went by Ross just for the hell of it, just thinking, well, hey, all these other people, well, I found it, blah blah blah, blah Ross, $7. I found it, I always hear about it, these magical Ross finds.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna roll up into Ross, man, and I'm gonna feel like a Ross boss if I see something on the shelf. And then wait in a line of like 70 fucking people to check out. Because my Ross smells like Indian food and it's got like 70 people in line. That's literally what it sounds like. But there's always a line. The line is always to like the back wall. I
Yes.
swear to God. And I'm so glad I didn't find something I wanted, because if it was and I really wanted it and I had to stand there in that line for like 45 minutes just to check out with one thing in my hand, I would be so pissed. It's
You remember
unbelievable.
You remember when I when I went to the one after we went to the movie and I found the Frankenberry and I
Yeah.
sent you the picture of the line.
Yes.
Like, I've been looking for this Frankenberry for months, but I don't know if I want to stand in this line to buy it.
Dude.
So, it
I
went
it's
quick though. I had to give him credit that day at least.
Well, I don't think, Eric, I don't know that there is a self checkout at this Ross. I really don't believe there is. Now, what's funny is when I walked in, there's like four employees with their back against the front windows. Because you know how you walk in and the cashiers are like right in front of you, right? It's like, how many
Yeah.
ever they got? And they're like, "Welcome to Ross." And it's a fucking circus in there. It's a madhouse in there. And like, "Welcome to Ross." When I walk in and I look and I'm like, "Oh, there's four employees with tags on, and they've got like two registers." And this and this line that's like it's like looking out to sea. You just
Yeah.
like, I think I see a ship out there. I mean, it's all the way to the back, dude. And even the people standing in line, I'm like, them clothes do not mean that much to
Mm-mm.
stand in that line. There's no way in
If
fucking
they've got
way.
if they've got enough lines open though, it's not bad.
Yeah,
So
it's like TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx,
yeah.
the one over here in Brentwood, like that thing, the line at any time of day it is so long, but they also have like 14 registers open.
Yeah.
They're just cycling people through and through. They don't
Yeah, just
play over there.
humming.
Oh my god.
Um, so Bobby says his breaker came with the bubble gum broken off.
Oh
It
hell.
sucks.
Easy fix, but you'll always know it's
Yeah,
broken, Bobby.
and breaker came to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and he's all out of ass,
Damn. And broken bubble gum.
ass and bubble gum. I think that was the
GameStop.
name of a album one
Really?
time. Ass and bubble gum.
Ass and bubble
It's a
gum.
country album. It was a Wheeler Walker Jr. album.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I thought it might have been a Shooter Jennings or something.
Mhm. Shooter got a little more class than that.
I think so.
um, Target has a turf war going on between Breakers and Gray. They had
I heard that.
two. They had two Jean Grey. She was 12.49, and I just left her where she was. Just like, I can't do it, Jean. Steve says I checked the Target app for shits and giggles to see if Breaker's on there, and he never is. Dude, that it's a whole thing starting on Target, but it's so
Yeah.
they never have shit on their website until it's been out for like 4 months. It'll go on the website when it's on clearance in the store.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, quit harshing my buzz, Dave. Sarge's pistol versus holster thing is bad. It is. The
Ooh.
pistol's a little undersized for the holster, so
Ooh.
I've run into that problem before myself. So
Uh-oh. Man.
610 Yojo Daddy's in the house. What's
Yo,
going on, my
Joe.
man?
Daddy.
So let's see. So we got Sarge and Mercer, and then we got these guys in. Got the old slice and the dice.
Yep.
Those guys come in. Forgot about them. They just come in too. So they're fun. They're kind of they're kind of a hit and miss kind of
Evidently.
set as well, but they look great. They're good. It's a good set.
Yeah.
One dragon came to kick gum and chew bubble eye.
Sweet. I am a huge fan of that statement.
I like some bubble ass myself.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's see. Let's talk a little bit about this
Bubble
right
ass.
here. So bubble ass. So this is they put out the
Oh yeah.
release. So this is for the MCM. This is for London. This is the one that's later in the month. This is
Mm-hmm.
the 25th. This is the weekend of the Punkathon. Um, so just kind of there's going to be a Joe panel there. We always know, always know they're going to do it. Um, Tells you who all's going to be there. Emily, and then Lenny from GI Joe. So expect stuff for that panel. There's going to be some kind of reveals for that. We've got so much stuff coming out. So the other one that we need to show is this one. So this is the one that's got a lot of people talking. So this is next weekend, um, October 10th from 11 to 12 is the panel at NYCC. So this is what it's got everybody guessing right now. So the Joe panel, the panel will also introduce new additions to the G.I. Joe Classified series with a first look at a covert new vehicle for icy terrain. Have you seen this yet? Did you see
I
this?
I did. I did see it.
Okay. Um, they talked about it a little bit on Circle of Jerks last night. Um, what what do you think this is? In chat, what do you guys think that this is? Covert vehicle. So, what do you think that may be? I think it's the polar battle bear, but it's not like a snowmobile's not real covert. But that's my guess.
No. I don't know. I mean, what the word covert means for one. Does that mean? Same thing that to them as it does to us. I mean, I would assume. I don't know. I mean, it's got to be something smaller, right? I mean, it's
I've seen some people say that it's Stalker's kayak.
well, that's not a bad guess. That's not a bad guess at all. Um, I can't imagine it being anything as big as a HasLab. That
Oh
wouldn't make
no,
any sense. So people saying like Arctic Hiss or whatever. I mean, if it is and it comes with none of the extras, then it's still how much is it going to be? Um,
Graf says it's a repaint of the polar bear, but wearing a
hey,
ninja outfit.
yes, now we're
Super
talking.
covert.
I mean, so Full Force already confirmed it was an Arctic Hiss. Is that
No,
true? They confirmed
not
that?
not for this. Not for this. They've pretty much confirmed that there's going to be an Arctic Hiss, but Hasbro's pretty much already told us that. I mean, they did it in the Snowcat thing. So
Right.
I don't
I'm just
think Chris has confirmed that it is an Arctic Hiss for
okay.
this right here, but he has also pretty much confirmed that it's coming.
See, but even then, like like Yo Joe Daddy's saying at 175, man. Like shit, man. Like, am I ready for that? You ready for that?
No, I won't be ordering it
Goddamn,
if that's
man.
what it is
Come
right
on.
now because
Like
they'll
shit.
tell us they'll tell us it's going to be here in May and it'll be here in like February.
Or 2 days before Christmas,
Yeah,
a week before Christmas.
yeah. I'm so I mean I think an Arctic Hiss would be sweet. I mean I want
It'd be
an Arctic Hiss.
fine. It'd be
I like the art
fine.
stuff, but
Whatever.
no, dude, I'm not. Uh, it's going to depend what it is and how far out it is.
I mean,
Uh,
I don't know.
that that makes sense. Viper Scout. I mean, team of Huskies.
oh shit.
Huskies are not. covert.
I'd be all about that, but I don't think they're going that direction. But I am curious. The stalker one makes sense as far as that, uh, as far as that's concerned. Sweet. You actually have only fans. I only have one. Mine's
Yeah,
an only fan. At least you have multiple. Uh,
mine will not cover it.
yeah, I don't know. And I can't really think. If I'm thinking about something that's just existing, that is already known, that's out there,
Hmm.
or where most people's mind are going is something that maybe doesn't have an Arctic version, and they're going to do that to it. Is that somewhat track with what it seems like people keep throwing out there,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Like, I mean, I would love a dog sled team. I think that would be freaking awesome.
I mean, Crow says it right here. The sled dog team
Right,
makes sense since we saw it in the polar bear set. It's on the box.
right. I mean, and there's so much you could do with that. I mean, obviously, let alone with the dogs themselves, right? Which people always love. And it's like people saying, "Hey, I'll buy the desert scorpion. I just want the scorpion." Like shit like that. Hey, I just want the polar bear. If you get the snake eyes set, I just want the polar bear. I don't want snake eyes. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So people they just want the dogs. So that alone would be a win for a lot of people. But yeah, I mean, I would love to see that. If you're gonna go like the cartoon route and you're talking about like where you've got some of these mass device figures and you're doing all that stuff, then that would be sweet to have the blind guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Stevie? Ray? I don't fucking know.
Oh my God. All right. Uh Viper Scout says it's an Arctic thunder machine. You're the dreadnought. It's in the snow in the movie and they creeped up on the Joes. You know how much people would lose their shit if it
Oh
was
yeah.
the thunder machine, but it was Arctic.
You already know. It's like that is guns out right there, buddy. I mean, I wouldn't be thrilled about that. If it
Yeah.
wasn't the actual original and it would be a damn Arctic one. Holy shit. Like
And
that would
it
be, oh
comes
my God.
and it comes with a repaint of the Hiss driver in Arctic colors,
Oh wow.
which
Yeah,
would look
dude.
badass, but
Oh
it'll
sure.
uh
Murdoch, Matt
Matt
Murdoch.
Murdock. Yo Joe says got a dip, fellas. Kids getting home from training.
Uh-oh.
Show
Okay.
check catch the rest on the
Yeah,
replay.
man.
But thank you for coming by, man. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have some fun stuff coming up. So, which we actually never even mentioned what were our main topics going to be tonight.
Yeah,
So,
that's all
um,
right. We'll do it. We'll do it.
we've
We'll
we've
get to
we've
it.
picked some underappreciated Joes and Cobras that we're gonna go through and kind of talk about why we think they're underappreciated. Might be some surprises on there.
There might be.
There may be, just maybe. All right. So let me remove this. And so, we are definitely going to have to talk about this shit right here.
Yeah, and you hadn't even brought up like hit and run, right? Which obviously everybody
Well, not yet.
yeah. Well, everybody knows that's coming. I mean,
Uh,
I don't think there's any surprises necessarily. A few surprises, I guess, but yeah. So what do you think? What do you think about this?
well, I made a whole last video on what I think about this. So,
Yeah, you did.
um, I, this, like, I guess it's a brilliant idea to try to sell Flint if you don't think Flint's going to sell. But oh my God, dude, making this card this far after the fact that everybody just wailed on this shit right here on this fucking AI art card. But doing it this far after the fact and trying to pull it off like it's some rare like contest where you're going to get, you can get the special card back and
Right.
whatever. Um, it's either really smart or really dumb. I guess if they overproduce Flint, it's really smart, but it makes them look terrible. Don't you think? Like
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah. I don't. And I'll be honest with you, man. I think this looks like shit. I do. I think this looks like shit. And people say, well, it looks better. Then look at that fucking face. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, dude. That shit looks like garbage. And I know,
It's
oh, it's real. You can say it's real all you want, and it probably is. Sure, there's whoever got credit for it. That's great. I still don't think it's good. I don't think it looks good. The other one looks like I don't even really want to say what I think the other one looks like. But we all know this one. That's not Flint. Like that's not.
so when you look at it from out here, so not so much when you zoom in, but when you
It
look at
looks
it
like a
from,
Cuban revolutionary.
to
It literally
me,
looks like a fucking like. I swear to God, I look
he
at
look
it and
he looks like he needs a Superman shirt on and a voice chip that goes, "Hey,
oh,
you guys!"
I mean, yeah. Look, that one is definitely terrible. And then the new one, it's like, okay, we're doing this, and look, whatever. If you want to frame it that way, if you want to frame it as in like, it's a fucking special thing, and we're doing okay, fine, right, whatever. But um, why not? I got a brilliant idea. Just throwing it out there. Why not just use the original fucking card art?
Well, they can't. They can't because
They
of
can't use it.
yeah, they can't use it on because it's all. I think it's all copywritten from Garrido. I think I don't know. It's a whole
It was my
thing.
understanding they own it all. I thought they owned all of it.
I thought there was some kind of hang up about it, but also because the classified figures, even the retros, don't exactly look necessarily all the time like the retros.
which is
I
which is
thought there was a legal
fine.
issue, but maybe not.
I don't know. I thought they owned it all, so they can do whatever they want. To me, I just assume that they would use just even if the figure itself, it's like the whole retro card idea is like to look like that card. So to me, I would just use the original card art. Now, if there is, well, no, here's the deal. No, 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 no. This can't be true because yeah, it looks different, but it's got the same. It's the same thing. It's like asking Chat GPT to give me a character that resembles Flint, but it's still
Yeah.
Flint. It's still, but it just doesn't look like him. So then you do a new one, and now you get this one, and this one, it just looks like a mess. The closer you get up to it, you look at the artwork on it, and it just looks like just a mess.
So I do. So it is a real artist. He put it on Instagram. He put the original
Yeah,
painting
that's
for
what
it
I
on
heard.
Instagram.
Right.
I don't think that. I think that it definitely looks better than this, but I don't think it looks great. I think Flint looks like he's 65 years old.
Yeah, I mean, sorry for the criticism, and if that dude stumbles across this video, it's like, sorry, man. I mean, it's I can't I can't say that this is like it still doesn't look good to
If
me.
if it looks better than the AI shit one that they originally did. So mission accomplished. But I mean, I
Right.
don't, I don't, I don't love this either. And Clint Jorgensen's here says if they're going to do chase packaging, are they running out of ideas? I don't think they're running out of ideas. I think they just did this to knowing that they were about to start shipping the retro card Flint. I think they come up with this idea to put something out there to take focus off of how bad the original looked and focus more on maybe, this people trying to
Sure.
hunt this card down. I think that's what they did. Now, I had said in the video I did about this, like the only way that this doesn't make them look terrible is if they do this for other retro cards. Like maybe not for CoverGirl 2, but like the next wave with the, I
Right.
guess, the bat and the green shirt, do another one of these and make it a thing. Like, I don't like chase figures. I don't like, we talked about the variant covers. I don't like that shit. Uh, I hate this model. McFarlane does it with 100 different things from the packaging to
Oh,
the
sure.
figures.
Yeah.
Um, I don't want to see Chase stuff in GI Joe. And yes, this isn't necessarily a technical definition of a chase because you're not going to go try to hunt it down at stores. It's only the ones that you get from Pulse,
Well, it's
but
random. It's
random,
random. You don't know,
randomized.
right?
Yeah.
You can't just
So,
order it. Like it's you may get it, you may not get it.
yeah. So there's only 82 of them total out of however many they repackaged for this. There's 82, and I saw somebody say, "Yeah, Viper Scout $100 on eBay easy." The first few of them, I need to remember to check eBay for this because I would love to know what the first one of these that goes on there sells for. Um, if I get one of these, it's probably going on there. I ain't gonna lie. Starting bid 24.99, but uh, it'll
Well,
probably
I,
go
I
on
told
eBay
you
if I
mine got randomly canceled, so I won't
can.
be getting one of these, and I'm not going. If I buy it, I'll just buy it on Amazon, and I ain't gonna
Yeah,
get this special commemorative edition fucking Van Gogh painting of Flint. Um, it's whatever. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Dude, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. The old one, the other one looks like some little 5'7" Cuban revolutionary dude from one of those video games that you play. What was it? Not Resistance, but it was the one where you fly around with the jetpack and you can shoot. What the fuck is that game? Anyway, but you see what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it
Oh
looks like
yeah,
a 5'4" Venezuelan in the
yeah.
military.
It's like
I
yeah,
swear to
looks
God.
like it looks like somebody that would have been following El Guapo and the Three
Okay,
Amigos.
okay. Hello, right?
Like,
I
that's
mean,
what I see
I
there.
just can't. But either way. So yeah, whatever. It doesn't surprise me that they doing the little special deal. There's only 82. Okay, sure. Then if people really feel that special about it, they want to get it. I just it doesn't. Flint, man, I love Flint, but it doesn't make me want to go in and be like,
Well,
maybe I'll get one, be one of the lucky ones to get it. It's
well,
like, whatever.
I mean, I like to hang up the art from these. I got
Yeah,
it over
sure.
there on the wall. Like, I
And
will not be hanging this card up on the
hell
wall.
no,
Um,
ain't nobody.
I,
You know what? It's like the Stalker box art. That shit was horrid, dude.
I didn't mind it as much.
It
It's
was
better than
one of them.
this.
That was one of the most racist looking card box arts. I swear to
It
God, it looks like some over hyper stylized black person
Yeah,
from the 1930s.
yeah,
That's
it
what the
did. It
Stalker
looked
box art looks like to
like a
me.
caricature. Yeah.
Yes, it's
Um,
that bad. I'm sorry, but that's the first thing I see when I see it is like, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like a 1940s Looney Tunes cartoon, one of the black and white ones, where they go to
has
Africa.
Grab says, "Who has, bro?" Looks at this art and says, "Ship it." Uh, Neither of the cards, really. Um, Clint says Ron Rudat would sign all the packaging for free. I bet. Ron
Sure.
Rudat don't sign shit for
No,
free,
no, that's true. You know that. I mean,
and he does not like classified.
it's just damn Viper's got my dad was 5'7". Well,
Now I
shit.
have to get one.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Look, if somebody wants to order it and they maybe get that thing, cool. Good on you. I just whatever, man. I when they cancel my order for no fucking reason,
Yeah,
just for no reason, I just email your retro carded Flint order is canceled, and it's like, uh, okay. And then when I realized I could just get it anytime at that point,
Yeah.
then I said, you know what? Fine. If you want to cancel my order, then cancel it. I'll just
And
get it on Amazon with free shipping then.
yeah, I mean, he's been on Amazon for a month now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
CoverGirl too.
Right.
So, yeah, so Eric says 82 for the whole world
See, that's
from
another thing.
from uh from Pulse. Yes. That's the only way you can get
Yeah.
this one is from Pulse. So the flints that are coming from Pulse, there's 82.
82. Like, come on. So what? So was nobody was nobody ordering retro carded Flint? They said, "Shit, we only got 97 orders for retro carded Flint. We got." It's like pre-orders for some stupid video game coming out. It's like
Oh yeah, yeah.
GameStop's like, we only have 112 pre-orders across all our stores for this.
For this digital download. So and as you said, so as soon as not long, I won't say as soon, but not long after they put this out, you know what happened? Flint sold the fuck out.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
he's
true.
back. He did.
Yeah,
He come back in
yeah.
stock after I made the video where I said he went out of stock, but that wasn't the point. The point, of the video. I knew he would come back in, but so so they sold out Retro Flint, and I had already ordered mine, so I guess I have a dog in this fight. So
You do.
I I'm actually when he comes in, because believe it or not, they actually shipped Flint and CoverGirl together in the same box. Amazingly enough, so um, I'm gonna film opening the package. So
Okay.
if I get one, you know what, it'll be authentic. If I don't get one,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it funny and it'll still be
If
authentic.
you don't get one, will you play the Price is Right sound? No, the bum bum bum
Oh, yeah,
bum.
yeah, yeah. The Mountaineer dude.
Well, just the whenever, yeah, whenever you go over, whenever you don't get the car,
Yeah.
and it's like, bum, bum, ba-dum,
Oh. Yeah,
bum.
if I can find it, I will put it in there. If you've got it, send it to me.
I do, I do.
Okay, send it to me.
All right.
Uh, Viper Scout says, "Who's AI's mommy? The Apple II, the Macintosh,
Oh no.
possibly." So let's see. So let me remove
Daddy.
this
Daddy
ugly
was a Commodore
bitch here.
64.
Your mama was a snowblower.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
laser lips. Your mama was a snowblower. I saw that on a shirt. I think it's on 80s tees. I'd love. It's got
uh,
Johnny Five on it.
yeah, yeah.
I'd love to have that. So let's see. I sound like I had something pulled up to share
Oh
on
no
a
way.
website,
Yeah.
but perhaps not. I get maybe it was the police officer where it's showing he's still in stock. Still in stock, y'all.
Yes,
Let's see.
and he will be.
Hmm.
He will be.
Al- Although it does not tell me when they can deliver him right now. Either way,
What
that's
the
yeah. Now it
police
says
officer?
yeah. Now it doesn't have it. You can
Uh
still buy it.
oh, it's in
You can
limbo.
you can still buy him. Now hold on. Let me. I'm not signed in. Let me
And
check.
Antifa hijacked your shipment.
Yeah. That's what it is. So I signed in, and still I don't have a like delivery date on him.
Oh
So
shit.
maybe they are running low. I don't know.
Yeah.
Usually when
Des-
you see that, that's what's happening.
Desert Scorpion arrived at FedEx location today. Departed FedEx location at 6:12 p.m. Nashville, Tennessee. Really? Well, then they ought to be delivering that motherfucker right now. Let's
I'm
go.
glad that was empty.
Let's get that overtime, FedEx. Come on with it. I want my soft goods.
So mine is, as far as I know, mine's still on track to be here.
Very good.
Manana.
Wait, what? Oh, never mind, never mind. It took me a second to catch that. I know what you said. I was like,
Oh,
what'd you just say? I thought you said like
banana
my mama.
nacho banana. All right. I think I'm going to go take a quick break
Oh
and refill
God.
this
Yeah,
coffee
do
and
what you got to do, buddy.
um
You do it.
try. Let me look at my banners real quick and see if I had anything else. I do have some points I need to hit here. Oh, I did forget. I had it written down over here. So when I showed the panel for the NYCC, where they're going to be talking about the
Oh yeah.
clandestine vehicle, so
Yes.
it's it's in North Room 406.3. Is that coordinates?
It's a
Like
room.
it's what it says. I don't know if it was a
And
typo.
it's what? Which one is this? This the one
That
overseas?
that's the New York Comic Con
Oh,
next
then
week,
yeah, maybe it's
where
a
they're gonna.
skyscraper and it's like fourth floor, .6. Who knows? I don't know.
So yeah, hold on. It's right there.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Uh,
what?
room 406.3.
Well, is that a hash as in like separating 12 p.m. from room, or is that I room 406.3? That sounds like a radio station.
It may be. I wrote that down so I wouldn't forget to say it, and I forgot to say it while
What
we
the
were
fuck
looking
is
at the
happening?
slides. So
Um,
maybe there's an N missing here, and it's in room 406.3.
hey, you know what? You're probably right because everything now comes with a stinking typo, right? Every article, every statement, everything that people put out now, companies put out, it literally everything has a typo now. So it probably is in room 406.3, but it's missing the N. You're probably right.
Crow says it means the room has slide out dividers, I think. So
Oh
where you can
no,
divide it.
okay.
So
That's
point
not a
one, two,
room.
three. Okay, so that would make sense. I didn't know that they
I get it
did
though.
that in those
Yeah.
section rooms. So maybe so. I hope somebody can clarify that. If anybody's going to NYCC, message me
Please.
from the
We're
panel and
we're
let me know.
dying to know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Is it a
Uh,
divider? Is it a Chinese shade? Is it a what
uh,
is it?
Viper Scout says the same thing. So it's probably a ballroom broken into sections.
Oh,
Uh,
wonderful.
and he also says that. So I want that. I want the whole graphic, the whammy animation from
Oh,
Pressure the Hut.
absolutely. You could. Well, I can tell you how you can get it. That's for sure. But
All right.
okay.
All right.
Um,
I'll be back in a minute. You want full screen?
yeah, that's fine.
Talk about
Um,
something that just
I'm
won't
gonna
get my channel banned.
I'm gonna talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Shooby dooby
Uh,
doo wop.
we got 18 people here. So when I get back, I want at least 12.
That's probably what's going
I,
to happen.
I'll be back, y'all. And then we're gonna do a shout out, and then we're gonna talk about Tuco Viper before we get into the topic. So I'll be right back.
He'll be right back. Don't you worry. He'll be right back. I know you're all waiting with bated breath. Uh, okay, I want to get more into this ballroom shit. Seriously, it's metric. Yeah, the English are weird. Come on, it's time to get over this metric bullshit. We use yards over here, damn it. No meters, none of that bullshit. Let's see. I actually really don't have anything to talk about. Um, let's see. This is not London. Oh well, yeah, yeah. New York City is weird. Um, Matthew, Eric Thurman want to know what do you think of Budo? Do any of you guys have Budo yet? I don't. Mine's supposed to be on the way, but I don't have a tracking for it. I don't even know why I ordered Budo. I really don't. Like I should have canceled him. I don't have any connection to that figure at all. I mean, he looks cool, but whatever. Like I literally have no connection. But I don't know if anybody has him yet. Do any of you guys have him? Mark Harkness, don't go away. uh, I mean, it's the hard part about the classifieds for me is that even figures that I don't like or don't care about, and I still get them because they make them look so good. I mean, that's my biggest problem. Otherwise, I probably would have saved myself a couple $100 at least on this line. But they just continue to keep making these guys look really good. Even Slice and Dice, I have no connection to Slice and Dice. I really could care less about those figures. And I definitely don't care much about the Ninja Force. Now, I will show you the one that I really, really, really love. Hang on, let me grab him. Let me grab him real quick. All right, I had to take my camera off because I'm not wearing pants, y'all. All right, anyway, this dude, I love this dude. I really love this figure, and I really don't know why. And there's no Ninja Force packaging on Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. But I thought he was like, wasn't that part of the Ninja Force? Am I wrong about that? Correct me if I'm wrong. But I absolutely love this figure for some reason. And this was one of the early ones, number 14. I kind of like the idea they had with the early figures where they weren't just going right down the line, where they would throw you a curveball every now and then and do something weird and throw like one of these in there instead of just kind of where we've fallen into this groove of like kind of the regular figures, steady, normal figures, and you just kind of keep getting those. Let's see. Budo, wait, Cobra Slug, nice. Budo ships on October 17th. Okay. Graf says, I canceled him as soon as I heard his sheath is on the wrong side. Yeah, Matthew is not happy about that. We talked about that. He talked about that last night. Graf says, nah, I had to get him. He looks a bit like Steven Seagal. Don't take him out of the box if you want to like him tomorrow. But yes, he's okay. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard, don't take this guy out of the box. And I don't plan on it. Because I love the box art on this. Don't you guys miss this box, these boxes right here? Like this was perfect.
I certainly miss box.
Oh, for sure. But this was perfect. I mean, even with the weird, because the video game on the back, and they were doing this early on because of that video game, and they were like, promoting that, and that's kind of what the classifieds were based off of. But I miss these boxes, man. And Hasbro had to go all, whatever. Anyway, but I could fully understand why people would drop out of the line as far as like not just inbox, but just how they've literally gone through what? I mean, is it 3 incarnations of packaging? Or is it more than that? You had this, then they went to did they go straight to windowless?
Yes,
From this
that
to windowless?
Mm-hmm.
Then
back.
We got the windowed but thinner packaging with the very bare minimum of the gray with the stripe, the striping that we have now. That just looks like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, if you're an inbox collector, especially, like if that's totally your bag, it'd have to absolutely drive you crazy. Like it's like an OCD thing, right?
It looks terrible trying to line them all up on the shelf because they stick this way, and the one sticks way out, and the other ones, and not even the deluxe or the 2-packs or anything, just the regular size figures. They're all freaking backwards.
And I mean, look, I know a lot of people did like the windowless packaging because they had the picture of the figure, right? They featured the photographers from Hasbro with a picture of the figure on the front, and then they would do kind of, obviously some surprises, some Easter egg kind of stuff, as Viper Scout says there. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know, man. Something about those original boxes, they really popped off the shelf. You could see the figure and all the accessories, and but when they started giving you that little box in the bag where they wrap up all the weapons and put it in that little box and you couldn't see it, and it's just down in the box of the figure. I just, man, I really never cared for that. I really hated that.
Yeah. I
But
mean, I liked the art on the windowless boxes, but I also liked knowing what I was getting inside the box when I bought it.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Um,
Let's see, Giraffe. Yeah, that's exactly what I was. Yeah, that was my whole point. Like all of a sudden, it's like, no, we're gonna save the world by, you know, going to
they've
all.
killed they've killed 6 whales with the amount of tape that they use.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
No
so I
kidding.
I got to ask you about something you said on your stream last night with Matthew, and
It
I
is
hope
that
Crow.
large, and no, I'm not going to show it to you. If that's your
I hope
question.
I hope Crow's still listening. So did you open this today?
No, actually, I didn't know.
I, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
No, I haven't opened it yet. I will, but
I can actually
no, I,
set this, dude. It's big
I
enough I can set it here and still see it in the
no, yeah,
frame.
no, it is. It's massive. I actually got it. I washed my car this afternoon before and that took way longer than it was supposed to. Like way longer.
Uh, yeah.
No, I need to open him up, but no, I didn't. I didn't open him last night. I need to open up that Megatron and Soundwave back there too. Put those
Um,
together. I fear those are going
right.
to take a long time.
Viper Scout says, I love my snake armor. Posed them for an hour taking pictures. Haven't done that since the HasLab hiss. It's
It's
very
awesome.
photogenic. It's fun to do pictures with. I need to do some more with it. I wish I had enough room. I want to do some with this and the Rattler, but I'm gonna have to go to the living or the dining room table and build a scene
Yeah.
on the table to have room.
Right. So I want to know then about this Arctic storm shadow. If you open him up, is this a crap figure? I bet his ankles are real loose. Is that what it is? His ankles are garbage.
So I've never opened mine either
Right.
because by the time I got him, I already had the Ninja regular
Yeah.
Cobra Ninja Storm Shadow. So I never opened him, but I've not heard one good thing about that figure other than the way he looks.
Right.
Uh,
Um.
I would.
Interesting.
That's one I'd like to see them redo, and I think they'll revisit that figure because I think
Oh
there's enough
yeah.
people that like it,
Yeah.
um, and they can reuse parts between that one and the Joe Storm Shadow. I think they'll
Okay.
probably reissue that figure in Ninja Force. So Matthew says he downs T.
He doesn't
Oh,
have
okay. He
ankles. He
doesn't have.
has the mid torso is floppy.
And Crow says shaky as Jello, and Steve says loose
Ah.
AF. So
Okay.
I knew her. Uh,
Yeah. This figure used to be kind of expensive, actually.
oh yeah,
It used to be kind of expensive. If you was looking for him online, it was gonna cost you. I mean, it was upwards of like, every time I looked him up, he's like $70 and shit. Well, Steve, that's the reason I wanted him actually so bad. Was because of the herpes.
cancel each other out.
I mean, that was literally, that's exactly what I wanted. It was because of the herps.
I down T too. I'm dragging like Milo's. Milo's is
Oh God! Oh,
he
Milo's is the
was
shit.
uh he was hard to get. I picked that one up for you. I got
Yeah.
yours and mine at the same time.
Yes,
At
you did.
at the the Kentucky Anna show.
I love this one right here on Mercari. It says it says Hasbro's a new inbox, right? It says Classified Arctic Storm Shadow 6-inch action figure, factory sealed, $45.99. It's like, oh shit!
No, it's factory sealed. Jump on that.
They
No.
sucked all the air out of it. Uh, okay, give me one sec. I'm actually gonna go take a leak. But I need
All
something
right.
to drink too. I need to grab some water real fast.
Take one for me too.
I will. I
Oh,
absolutely
you're
will.
up. Oh, you're up. Um, let's see. I will show this guy right here because I heard Pop Blender talking about it when I got up. So I heard him talking about Budo, who's sold out now on Pulse. He wasn't earlier today, but when people saw that he was in stock and not pre-order for coming at some point, Budo sold out pretty quick on Pulse. So I did not hear, or I did not see you guys' responses on whether or not anybody's gotten Budo yet. I also, like Pop, have no connection to Budo. I just ordered him Sunday or Monday night. I had not even ordered this guy up until this point, and I like him. But so when I was a young lad, when I was a kid, still collecting um, Real American Hero, I was still in the line, and I was still uh, connect connecting collecting when Budo came out, 88, right? Um, so I was still in the line when Budo come out, and I didn't have him because I never wanted him. Budo was everywhere here around us in Middle Tennessee. Pegs were full of Budo. Kmart, Budo. Walmart, Budo. Everywhere you went that sold Joe's had tons of Budo, and I never like he just didn't fit in with my Joes. Even some of the ninja figures I had, had all the Snake Eyes up until then. Had Storm Shadow versions, Jinx, but that was kind of where they never gave me Billy. I know I wasn't ever going to get Billy in Real American Hero, um, which never made any sense to me back then that they wouldn't make actual comic figures. But that's not the point. Um, but Samurais was where I kind of had to draw the line with Joe's back then. Like I can kind of see the way they worked in the Arashikage clan, and to a certain point, I was okay with it till everything went ninja. But the samurai dude, I just couldn't do it. So I never had Budo as a kid. And up until they announced this guy, like we would joke, like we've joked on streams. I think me and Crow probably joked about it about, what happens, what are they gonna do when they get to Budo? Who's, there's somebody out there that wants Budo. And then they announced Budo, and I was like, here we go. Like, at least that's one that I can skip. And then they showed him. And then they showed everything that this figure comes with and everything that you get with this guy. And I didn't order him right away because I knew he's a mainline. I knew he was going to be available. And I'm, as I said, kind of scaling back a bit. So the more I looked at this dude, I was like, man, he does look awesome. So I went ahead and ordered him the other night, and I was surprised. Like he's shipping. As soon as I ordered him, the next morning I got the processed and the shipping notice and shit for him. So he's coming DHL. I don't know when he's going to get here. But then today I watched Shark Eye's video on this dude. And you all know Shark Eyes, you know how quick he gets stuff, and he's got most of the line. Like he said, if you hadn't watched his video on Budo, I recommend checking it out. He said this is probably not only the best figure for this year so far, probably the best classified figure, and quite possibly one of the best action figures that's ever been done, just because of what they've done with Budo here. So and look back through the comments here on what you guys are saying. Crow got Arctic Storm Shadow. Um, let's see, Arctic Storm Shadow. Amazon shipped it in a box. So Crows is never liked Budo, but he ordered two. Uh, Mark says ninjas are cool, samurais are cool, and the ninjas and covert operations unit. I get it, although the plethora got heavy, but a samurai, I have a sword, I have a tank, I win. That's how I felt. But they addressed that with this figure.
Well, didn't Storm Shadow like make a tank fall apart by just karate chopping it in the cartoon?
He did, because the ninja is a weapon.
Yeah, I never forget that.
Okay. That was
So let me
countdown
ask a
for
question.
Zartan.
Let me ask a question though, and this is just out of curiosity, not because like I'm talking shit or nothing, but why order two of this guy?
Oh, because he comes with so much stuff,
Okay,
you can make like three different figures out of him.
so able to take off like some of the stuff on him, or is it the weapon accessories?
You both. You can take
Okay,
every piece of armor off and strip him down to that, just
right,
pants and a shirt.
right,
He's got two different helmets. You can do so many looks. He's got two heads, one with the top knot. So you could actually, he's kind of
yeah,
like they did with Tripwire. So
okay,
you
yeah,
can use the parts and make two or three other guys out of this. So you
yeah.
could have Budo, and then you could have two other like samurai apprentices or something with him, and they won't look the same.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I was just curious. You know, it's like one of those things where I guess I think in my perspective, it's like army build. It's like okay, I get it. And you could have multiples and for pictures and stuff. But then with like a particular figure, a named figure, it's like okay,
Yeah.
why get two? But in that case, yeah, I mean, it does make sense
So
with all the shit that he comes with.
I'm not, so the guys that buy multiples of named singular characters, I never got, unless you're like a heavy customizer that's swapping parts and not just the stuff that you can easily take on and off. I never really got that.
Yeah,
But with a figure like this, like there is a purpose for having multiples of this if you want.
yeah,
So yeah, Crow says picture slice and dice using some of his stuff, or vice versa. Then picture a second guy being John Wick,
right.
because I mean he does definitely have the stripped down look. Let me get back to it. This one, I mean, it's like he looks like John Wick with the samurai sword, and we know John Wick can uh unlife somebody with a pencil. So imagine what he could do with the samurai sword.
Well, that's true. That's true. He can also fly. Oh, that's
Yeah,
Neo. Never mind.
yeah.
John Wick
At
might as well be Neo.
yeah, at some points, I kind of think they're the
Yeah.
same thing. So
Right.
it's hard not to like those Wick movies, though. Uh,
Unfortunately, though, as Eric Thurman says, you have to use your imagination on how he gets that sword out. I still don't understand how they. I know Matthew's probably his blood is probably boiling right now
oh,
at
you
this
know it
point,
is. He had to look at it. It's like,
and
it's
and
going.
every time he takes a peek, right at Budo, the level goes up one notch. It's like you gotta woosah, you got home, home, calm yourself down a little bit. It is one of those things I find interesting that they continue to do, though, when it gets brought up a lot.
I can't believe Matthew hasn't started a letter writing campaign.
Blood pressure is rising. Yeah, I mean, it is though, right? It is interesting because it does. It gets brought up a lot, and it is one of those things that's like people do actually look at and take seriously, right? Yeah. So here's the deal, right, Graph? And I brought this up before. Every mall in America had an Orient Way or an Oriental Way or an Orient House or something that sold tabby boots and throwing stars and swords and claws, like all of it, right? We had one here at Hickory Hollow Mall, the Orient Way, and they had all of that stuff from all those 80s ninja movies. And you could
Oh
go in
yeah.
there, and it literally was a cornucopia of ninja costumes and everything. Of course, they had the fans and they had all kinds of stuff in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Oh, the outlet mall.
Okay, every time as a kid we go to Gatlinburg to visit or Pigeon Forge, there was this one place that had the swords and all that stuff, and every time we went, I had to go by that shop. I never got anything. Never was able to get anything. They weren't going to buy me. Mom wasn't going to buy me a sword, even though they were, what I've bought my son over the years. The cheap knockoff. But
You're a little cooler parent, I think.
yeah,
Maybe.
well, when it comes to that anyway. But yeah, like, the tabby boots. I always wanted some tabby boots. Now, mind you, if I got tabby boots, the only time I would have worn them was probably at Halloween.
Right.
And but the two-toed tabbies, wanted the mask and now I think I did get a mask, the whole thing up there, and definitely wore that for Halloween 2 or 3 years in a row. But they'd have a mannequin set up, and it looked like a freaking
Yeah.
American ninja,
Had
or
the wrap,
whatever.
he had the hood, the
All of
mask.
it, yes, had the hood. I mean, that it was a time, where the fascination with ninjas, for some reason, they just became this cultural phenomenon, dude. And it really was a big deal for kids at that time. I mean, it's they're still
Yeah.
cool, but I don't think there's ever been a cooler time for ninjas than in the mid 1980s,
Mid 80s.
early to
Um,
mid 80s, really.
yep. And Viper Scout said he's the kind of kid that took karate to learn to fight, but would quit a month later when they preached calmness, probably some undiagnosed ADD. I know a guy like that. I actually talked about the boots in my slice and dice review because I actually showed him and I was like, look, he's got the camel toe boots.
Yep. The problem is he the one is he the one that doesn't stand up?
No,
Oh, yeah.
this is slice.
Yeah.
Dice will stand once you get the feet in the right spots, but
Right.
he's very hard to stand with his feet together. Like if you got him in like he's posed, he stands pretty well. But just taking him out and setting him up because the front of his damn boots are angled up, like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I
it's
saw that on the review.
um. But all right, well let's move along, move along. That's the sound bite we need. We need the damn sand trooper going. Move along, move along. I don't have that one.
We
I
ain't
got that.
found
On with it.
So that was horrible timing. Do it again.
what? Oh, we ain't found shit. I've got
There
that file. I
there
can't
we go.
play it here, but
Yeah,
that's the
there
one
we
I
go.
love the most.
So we got
But the Afro
so
pick cone.
yeah. I hope that dude is in Spaceballs too. I
I
think
don't
they'll
know.
reference it,
I hope so. I don't know.
but
Or do you
but
want it to be full of member berries?
yes.
I
I don't
don't
want the
know if
movie
that's
to be built on it, but I want them in there.
I don't
I
know.
want them in there. I don't hold that stuff to a flame as much as you do. I want to see it.
Well, it depends on what it is. I mean,
Um,
I don't know.
but all this talk about ninjas, and we hadn't even.
And you got your Judy chop, all right? You got your karate chop, and you got your ninja chop.
I know
Son of a
somebody
bitch.
might have been waiting on that. All right, I do want to. address this real quickly. So you're not subscribed to Same Time Toys to our buddy Shane. Shane is almost up to 1,000.
Nice.
He's at let me refresh here. He is at 956. So I think most of us here probably are subscribed to Shane, but see if we can't get him to that 1,000 mark by the end of the year. So if anybody, in case anybody's not, let's go over and see if we can bump Shane over. Crow just hit that mark, so try to support everybody. And Shane makes some good content. He's hilarious. So, is always on with the Woody and Legend series. So just wanted to call up some attention to Shane. So go over and check him out. Give him a subscribe if you're not. So, Viper Scout says I'm number 957. So thank you, Viper. He does some funny stuff over there. A whole different vibe depending on what day it is. But Shane's got some good stuff. And Eric, thank you. So, yep, just his lives, man. He does lives with Woody and Legend series on Saturdays. And he does some reviews. He's got a couple new ones up. So go over and check Shane out if you guys are not following him. And then we've got in 3 weeks, we've got the Punkathon coming up over on Lawrence's channel for Punkle Toys for the Punkathon. So, don't know what happened there. Maybe the coffee's done. So, all right. So we got Eric and Steve. Viper, I appreciate that. Yeah, Smoking Grows. Good Lord, Smoking Joe's is pretty freaking funny. So him and Woody and Legends get on there, and they do exactly that. They do a little smoking, and it's hilarious. You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm checking my modem.
All right.
Let's see.
You didn't cut out or anything.
Yeah, my internet was kind of playing around for a second, so I had to go look and check the light on the modem, and it's still blue, but it's kind of messing around a little bit. So just making sure.
Playing my modem like playing with my emotions.
Yeah, well, yeah, because something's going on. I'm having some delay here, so
okay.
If for some reason something happens, just know that's what it is. I've got, for some reason, some stuff's kind of my screen, like on the internet. It's got a delay on it, and that tells me that it's definitely got something going on. But we'll roll with it and see what happens.
All right. Yeah, just if you got a reboot or something, text me and let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. But yeah, it's just kind of acting weird.
Woody Triple Deuce is in the house. Said he's been lurking all night. Thanks for the shout out for Shane. Yes, sir. We gotta promote our people, so gotta lift our peoples up. So, Woody, did you get all 20 of your snake armors opened up, or are you still working on it?
I'd imagine still working on it, since it take a little bit. Take a little bit to put together.
I think he really did get 20. I never saw if
nice.
He actually did get 20, but I think he did.
Hell yeah.
Put it in the chat. Shout your answer out. Let's see. All right. So before we get into our main topic, I do have an update on Tuco Viper. And I know guys are probably, they said they are open. People probably are like, oh, this Tuco Viper thing's never going to happen. Well, give you guys a little update on the Tuco Viper project. I'll put me on full screen here. So there's Tuco Viper. He returned to me in his custom-made case by Daredevil Dave that he has been traveling around in. He got back to me yesterday. He has taken his last plane ride. So got him out. He did actually get back in one piece. So there he is. actual Tuco Viper. So for the update part of the update, project is nearing completion. I have to do my pictures, and Pop Blender has to do his pictures. I have one project that I have to fit within this project that's kind of top secret, but people will know it when they see it. Be finishing putting the video together, and I am shooting for the first week of November for the video to be out and be done for the premiere. So if all goes according to plan, uh, that is my plan, is to premiere it sometime in the first week of November. Might, if it runs over, it'll be the second week, but I think I can finally have everything done. So I have to do a little bit of work here for the other project and do my pictures, and then I will be handing him off to Pop Blender, where I can just drive it over to him, or he can drive out here and get him, and then he can do his pictures and send me, and I can get his part finished, and I should have everything ready to go when I get Pop Blender's pictures. So it will all depend on you, Pop Blender. Putting
Bird.
all the pressure on you. So
Oh
that will be,
no.
oh no, Mouse Man. So that will be hopefully coming out in the first part of November. That is what I'm shooting for. I do have a couple of people that I'm still waiting on pictures from, and I'm not. I'm getting a little perturbed, but I'm going to stay on them. But either way, that is the update for Tuco Viper. Project is moving along, and no more worried about being lost in the mail. No more you know, it's been like herding cats, honestly, for a good portion of it, but it's been
Well,
fun. I hope everybody will enjoy it when I get it done and gets out. So let's
yeah, they
see.
um yeah, I mean, when you've got something out and going around and all that, and also too, some people might be planning on getting it, but then it takes a minute, and then they get it, and then, it's like their schedule gets a little out of whack or whatever, and then trying to do, whatever they can with it or whatever. So, yeah, it's one of those things, you kind of send that out in the wild, and it's like you can have the best laid plans,
Oh yeah,
but, it's kind of, it just, you take it for what it is, right?
it's
And
it has gone. It's gone according to plan. It's just the
right.
plan has taken way longer. So there
Yeah.
were a few people that kind of fucked off time with him, and like this would have been done a month ago, easy. But not what it's whatever. It's this is where we're at. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to you guys being able to see it. So yes, Graf, he is named after Tuco from Breaking Bad. So he's a Techno Viper, so his Tuco Viper. So let's see. I can't wait. All right. Do. All right. So let's go ahead and hop into our our topic. So have a little fun here. So we didn't have to write any file cards this time. Although we do have to confer and figure out our Halloween show. Um, we've got to do our scary Halloween file card rewrites.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just like
So
last year.
yeah,
Can't wait.
those will be fun. I have a tremendous amount of shit I have to do for this channel in October. Yeah, there is. There actually is, Matthew. I don't know if you were here when we said it, but so Pop Blender, who are your most underrated GI Joe team members?
Oh, wow. Okay. Here we are. Well, in that case, let me pull up my folder. and get it set over here. Damn, man, my computer's acting weird. All right.
We never did talk about the renders.
No, I was wondering.
All right.
It's
Well, real quick.
10:19. Yeah,
Real
I was
quick.
like,
We can do it real quick. We got to talk
yeah,
about the renders. So,
yeah,
all right. You mentioned it, and I'm like, yeah, we'll get to it. And we never got to it. So,
yeah.
let's get to it real quick. So, we'll go over them super fast, and then we'll get into our underappreciated Joes. So, we got hit and run just the other day on, was it Monday? On Monday.
Yeah, I think
So, we got our render for hit and run. A lot of people been waiting on this dude. This one of your favorite guys. So what'd you think about this render when you got to see it?
Yeah, I know a lot of people were like, I think I saw one comment that was like, the helmet's too small. It looks like it's conformed to his head. I know I saw that one. I mean, it is a render, so we have to take it for what it is at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, I love this dude. I've been waiting for this guy. You know, it's as a kid, he was one of them figures I liked. Maybe it was just the whole camo idea about the face paint and everything, right? But I think, you know, we could get. I saw maybe Tony might have mentioned this. Tony's Fix, but I think, you know, it's possible. Just because this is a render, but we don't know. But maybe you have another head sculpt that, or maybe you have where you can put the goggles on him, right? I would assume that would be part of it, but maybe not.
Well, I mean the helmet's got to be removable,
Right.
and then
So
put the goggles on. Probably comes with another set. That's what most of them
I would
don't.
think, but again, I mean, just from a render perspective, that's kind of all we have to go on. I've heard talk about the rifle, right? That was kind of a big deal. Cobra Slug, have a good night.
Have a good night, man. Thanks
Yeah,
for stopping in.
appreciate it. The duffel bag is a must have, right?
Yeah.
Like you got to have that. I'm
Look
not
like
a
It opens where you can put rope in it and attach
right,
the little handle to it, maybe.
right. Now, I know how most of us probably feel about maybe the grappling hook and rope kind of deals. Not everybody's a huge fan of those, practicality standpoint or whatever. I don't know. But overall, for me, like I'm glad they're making him. I don't think anything's really wrong with this render per se. I just can't wait to actually get a look at what the figure's actually really going to look like when we actually see it.
Yeah. I'm not super impressed with him. I think he's meh. The camo on the pants, it doesn't look like it wraps around. Maybe it will, but it clearly doesn't here.
No.
The arms it may looks like it does on the arms, but pants looks like it's going to be front and back. I don't know, man. He doesn't look bad. I don't dislike him. I love this guy. I mean, I've been waiting on hit and run too.
I don't know what could you do to him to really make him
I don't
pop,
know.
you know?
I don't know. That's the thing. I can't really put my finger on exactly what it is other than the camo. He looks like he's really thin, and I don't like how much I can see through the torso ratchet, but again, it's a render, so
Yeah.
I can't put too much stock in that. But if that's the case, his torso ratchet's gonna be loose as fuck. But I don't know, man. I still can't get over the fact it looks like they gave him a dirty Sanchez on the face paint.
I saw. I think I
me.
saw where you said that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, the other night. Like I saw that. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. To me, again, it's a render, so I just don't put too much stock in this. Like I just can't, because I know some of that's going to change.
Yeah.
So, I think the render is more of a, hey, this is an announcement.
Right.
Here I am. Right. making this guy, and that's all it is to me. Other
Yeah.
than maybe giving us an idea what they come with, but even then, that's up for possible
Yeah.
change, right?
And Viper Scout says just remember the mainframe render and how much better the figure reveal was. So that's true.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where I feel with it. It's just it's just more of an announcement. Hey, here I
Yeah.
am. They're making me, and that's really it to me.
I mean, I'm excited for him. I don't think he looks bad or anything. Just he's just kind of middling, I think, for me.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
and that's okay.
uh, so I don't know. We'll see. They talked about if that's a foregrip, it's backwards. People are talking about the front sight's not tight or tall enough. So that
Okay,
again, hopefully that's just render issues. But
right.
he looks fine. I'm glad he's getting the duffel bag. I hope we get his handle and the grappling hook. I hope all of that stuff attaches and works so we can kind of display him, but we'll see. So maybe they may show him. I mean, hell, they may have him next week. He may go up for pre-order. It's about time for another wave. Crow says that's a mag light on the rifle, not a grip. That's a light.
It's on the side. It's on the side, and you can't. It's hard to make out right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's
Yeah,
great. I'm talking about the foregrip because if
right,
that's a foregrip, it's backwards. But I can see the mag light. But
right.
if that's a grip, then it's backwards. So, what's up, Shark Eyes? How you doing, man? We just
Hey,
talked about your Budo review a few minutes ago. So Viper says they also didn't show the rope in Snake Eyes V4.
yeah, yeah. That's where I
Um,
think it's just one of those things. It's just kind of like,
yeah,
you know.
we'll see. We shall see. All right, so the next one that we just got yesterday. So
Right.
Mole Rat Stage 2.
Maybe this time you get the mole rat, and inside the body, his leg is off.
Yeah, instead of his arm, it's his legs
Right.
that's loose in the
Yeah.
box.
Maybe his leg is just kind of banging around in there, right? I don't know how to feel about. I mean, whatever. Whatever. I guess. Some people are gonna love this and the Energon universe and the zombified. Whatever. I have no strong feelings either way. I guess. I just don't. This does nothing for me. They could have sold you a different head sculpt or two. So like two different head sculpts. I know that obviously the color of the uniform is different, but they could have sold you like two different head sculpts to just put on your existing figure. Like that's
Um,
what that's like to me.
so I don't understand this figure. I understand what they're trying to accomplish with this figure, but I can't get over the fact that it doesn't make any sense at all. The only thing that makes any sense about it is the head, where it's a stage 2, the energon infection's gotten worse, yada yada. So I get it. I love this head. I love it. I think it's fucking awesome. But what I don't love is if this is a stage 2, so if this guy is going from being infected like this to being infected like this, what
Right.
changed the color of his uniform?
Well, and why not maybe make the uniform like torn or damaged, or
Yeah.
like show a forearm or a leg with, you know what I mean, like something happening there where it looks like this motherfucker's been through some shit at this point.
Yeah.
Because this can't be just happening to his head, right? It'd be happening to maybe his hands, or be
Yeah. His
happening
whole
to
body.
his body, his knee. So that excuse me, that's where to me I think you would want that, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I feel the same way. Like It's super lazy. I like it, but this is a super lazy repaint. I appreciate how good the new head looks, but it just nothing about it makes any sense without doing what you said, putting some rips in the uniform, something. I get they got to reuse the mold, but hell, make one new arm.
Yeah,
Some
I won't be. I really, truly, after the last one in particular, which I really don't care for, I have no desire to get this. Like, none.
so I like. I mean, I like the mole rat. I love that figure. Even as shitty as either the figure is or my luck is getting it. I love the mole rat figure. I've got several. I will, if I get this one, I will get one. I'm not gonna buy a bunch of this figure just for that head.
Yeah.
And with our luck, they'll probably have changed the neck ball size anyway.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, it's the exact same accessories. The only thing that's different is the color on the head on the hood. It matches the green here. I just, man, I just don't understand why you would do a stage 2 of this and
Nah.
not change the uniform.
And
It's an awful
honestly,
repaint.
I really, even though I do have the first one, I honestly, I don't really care anything for that figure myself personally.
Right.
I don't. I mean, I thought I would. It's kind of one of those things. It's like after people got it and they said, "Man, I really dig." It's like, okay, well, let me jump in on this, right? But uh, once I got it, yeah, there's just really nothing about him. And so for me, in particular, for me, a, a, a second version of this figure does nothing, especially if you're not going to change anything other than the color of his uniform, really, and obviously, yeah, the head sculpt, but yeah, it's just nothing for me. And I see a lot of people in the chat are also kind of the same way.
Yeah.
You're like,
I
nah,
mean,
I'm good.
I think I've got 6 of the regular mole rat, and I'll probably get one, and I'm not going to be in a rush to get it. So Viper Scout says it should have had more zombie parts. It's probably a bone toss
Yeah,
to the
I
people
mean,
that
why
couldn't
not?
get the Walmart one like Major Blood. Well, it just sold out. Like it just sold out on Pulse when they announced this one. It was still available on Pulse. I've been waiting
See,
on it to
that
go
doesn't.
on.
I don't even get that, dude. I almost think that's some bullshit. I swear to God, I almost think like that's them locking that shit off for like a day or two or a week,
Mhm.
and then putting it back up just to be like, hey, renewed interest in mole rats. See, guys,
Mhm.
but you better jump on this one because you don't know what's gonna happen. And
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I know it sounds dumb, but it just would not surprise me at all to just lock that up and pretend like all of a sudden everybody was rushing to get the first one because now they've got a second one
Yeah.
to do. Oh, this is the next step in the transformation. It's like, not really. I mean, yeah, I guess with his head. Other than that, there's nothing else to tell you that,
There's
you know?
nothing new, nothing to see here, folks.
I don't know.
Um,
I just. Mm.
so, and I got this other comment from Warchest starred because he says, if this dark energon is going somewhere in the comics or something, let's get
Right.
on with it because just like Eric said right here, they sidestep the energon universe. Like they made it this thing and you only hear about it when they write up the product description on the sites that sell it. Like
And
there's
and
still no narrative.
and the comics even, like I know the Transformer series people are getting kind of, antsy with because it's kind of slowed to a crawl. It started out the first 10, 15 issues or so, and then the last several have kind of really slowed down. And it's like, okay, if the story's going somewhere, let's take it somewhere.
Yeah.
And then with the new Joe one, I mean, yeah, even some of those where I've reading them and I'm like, all right, this is cool, but like, where are we going? Like, are we, I
Yep.
get it. They've got to draw it out, but but there again, even this dark energon part and this stuff, let's start getting, you gotta start getting some of this shit together if you're going to try to sell figures about it.
This last issue of the Joe Energon is it's the only issue I felt like anything has really happened in like 5 issues. So it's moving like molasses. So there's our 2 renders. We didn't get another one today, so we won't touch on them a little bit. They are what they are. So I would have, if they'd have gone a different direction with stage 2 mole rat, I definitely would have been down for it. But it's just meh. So all right, so now let's go back to our underrated G.I. Joe team members, and we may have to do the Cobras on the next one.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea because otherwise that's going to take a hot minute. I agree.
So we'll do our Joes, and then we'll do our Cobras next time.
All right,
and do something else.
I'll go through my Joes here. All right, Fast Draw. All right, I think Fast Draw is an underrated Joe, and you know why? Now here's my reasoning. Now you guys know I get goofy with this shit sometimes. My reasoning why this guy's underrated, because I don't think anybody understands how dangerous it is to wear fucking rockets on your body.
The only man that shares his pain is Metalhead.
Right? I mean, seriously. Because we think, the G.I. Joe universe, right? They do anything, right? Whatever. You got guys riding on the side of vehicles on a foot peg. These motherfuckers will get thrown off that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a rocket blasting a rocket, and they're sitting on the back of it. It's like, that's exactly where the fucking flames would be.
The Stinger is still the best damn example.
But I think this guy's also underrated because he's from Collierville, Tennessee, folks. Collierville, Tennessee.
Hey, isn't he? I forgot. I knew there was another Joe from Tennessee.
That's right. And I'm going to tell you something about Collierville, Tennessee, that you may not know. It has a population of 51,324 people as of the 2020 census. It's the 3rd largest municipality in the county after Memphis and Bartlett. It's in Shelby County, Tennessee. Okay, folks, just letting you know. So it's a little underrated. And the area code is 901 for those that are interested. If you ever get a phone call from 901, just know it's coming from Shelby County. And it might be Collierville, where one Elliot Brown, Fast Draw, is from. So, just little facts for you there. Anyway, he's underrated because this motherfucker has missiles strapped to his body, and he has to shoot them off of his body. I'm sorry. He doesn't get enough love. He's underrated.
I always thought he looked like Stratos from Masters of the Universe.
Okay, all right, I get it. But I mean, cool. It's cool as shit. But like, come on, man, this shit's wild. And I bet everybody takes this motherfucker for granted today. Oh, there goes old Fast Draw, motherfucker thinks he's cool with his rockets. Noah Stalker don't want to be out there with that shit. Noah Doc don't want to be out there firing that shit off. Even Zap don't want to fuck around with that shit.
Viper Scout says overrated. He shoots twice and he's done, kind of like me. Twice, damn.
I don't know, man. Yeah, that's either, I don't know, that might be overrated. So next up is Grand Slam. Because Grand Slam is one of them early dudes. He's a laser jetpack soldier. And the reason why he's underrated at this point, he's really, it's not even necessarily, he's almost abandoned in a way, right? I say underrated. He's underappreciated. That's what this is. It's not underrated. This is underappreciated because our stream is called Appreciation, right?
That's right.
So he's underappreciated, just like Fast Draw. Grand Slam's underappreciated because he's one of those originals. And it was very quickly after this that they moved on and started replacing this motherfucker. So James Barney, became like Barney Fife. He just became a has-been because then you started having gliders, and you started having like other jets and shit, right? Jetpacks. So this dude, what seemed like in 1982, this badass dude, right? Laser jetpack soldier, right?
Yeah.
Look at that laser gun. Look at that chintzy little laser gun. That looks like laser tag, dude.
Looks like a laser Mac 11.
2 years later, they were already coming out with shit. And this says heavy artillery laser. Does that look like a heavy artillery laser to you? No. That's no pulse rifle either. So
what does a heavy artillery laser look like?
I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But on his file card, it says he's soft-spoken and calm, just a bit shy. Intelligent, and loves to read escapist fantasy, science fiction, and comic books. And for that, he's underappreciated. Grand Slam is my second guy. Underappreciated. Right. And he comes from Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, and I don't have any facts about Chippewa Falls.
That's where Jack was from in Titanic.
Okay, there you go. Fuck Jack. Actually, no, fuck that other chick, because she had room on that damn board.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, bitch. All right, anyway, Zap is next up. Zap, once again, underappreciated, because you know why? It was only a couple years. They replaced this motherfucker with another guy named Bazooka. They got rid of this dude that fast. Bazooka Soldier. What do you get rid of him with? A guy named Bazooka. Like, how fucked up is that? That's messed up, man. This dude provided all the bazooka shit you needed, but now we had to get a motherfucker with a New England Patriots jersey. So they brought in Bazooka. So Zap is totally underappreciated. He also was one half of the rap group Zap and Roger. I bet you guys didn't know that. More bounce to the ounce. Anyway, so and also Zap is the fun-loving type. He's cool under fire. The stuff he works on could blow up at any time, like his relationships. Zap is totally underrated, and he got screwed over. They could have kept Zap forever. They could have kept him. No need to keep bringing in more bazooka soldiers.
Still
they didn't even
relevant.
need fast draw. They need fast draw. Really? Except he could fire 2 missiles off his back. But I digress.
Graf says you like the guys that strap death to their backs.
Okay. They're underappreciated. These motherfuckers
right.
are crazy as shit, right? So then your boy Psych out. Right? Now, I got to tell you, he's underappreciated. And the reason he's underappreciated, because any brother that would wear some shit like this on his body, for real, this shit looks dumb as fuck. But Psych Out knows that. And so he knows. I think
Psych Out was the other part of Zap and Roger.
he might have been. His name's not Roger, though. Well, his code name isn't either. But anyway, so Kenneth D. Rich was neither Rich nor Kenneth. But he wore some crazy shit on his body, and he's underrated because who the hell would wear some shit like this and be serious, right? He's got a sense of humor, obviously, and he was born in San Francisco. So, well, no, he's overappreciated right now. But I will say this. It says...
He's gotten marginally more popular.
He's gotten very popular in the last 15 or 20 years. But it said, one day at the supermarket, you're overcome by a sudden craving for cookies. Confronted by an array of unknown brands, you choose the one that you saw advertised. They've won and you've lost. That is Psych Out. He can make you buy some cookies that you saw on TV, even though it really was a TV commercial you saw that made you want to buy the cookies, but Psych Out takes the credit for it. That's why he's underrated.
He was
appreciated. Whatever the fuck.
He was also a double agent for Cobra behind behind Cold Slither.
Bitch.
That's what he did.
He's like Dusty.
Traitor. Ron Tarter.
He's underappreciated because this outfit alone, man, this is like straight up late 80s break dancer. He's almost in a culture crisis. He's in an identity crisis right here, right? Because he doesn't know quite what he wants to dress up as. He's got break dancing pants with a leather skin, snake skin top.
He shops at the same store as Fast Draw. They got their tops at the same place.
Might have been Hot Topic.
You know he can fight too, because you don't go out dressed like that unless you fight.
Unless you plan on getting your ass kicked, right? And by the way, these little radar dishes on his wrists, right? That's because when he used to carry around, remember one of those little black and white TVs that had a screen that was like that big on it, right? You could tune in. That's why he wore those radar dishes on his wrist.
3 toasters.
Next up, Spirit. Let's not kid ourselves. The reason Spirit is underappreciated, because I know all of y'all out there hate Native Americans, you colonists. And that's why he's underappreciated, because y'all hate Indians and Native Americans. I know it. You relegated them to casinos and shit like that. And he's underappreciated in this country. He's a medicine man. He was a shaman. He was a healer, a priest. Oh, wait, no, he wasn't. He wasn't a healer or a priest or a witch doctor. My bad. Sorry, Spirit. I apologize. I'm gonna do a land acknowledgement right now. This land I stand on belong to the Shamanami tribe that you belong to. Humba. All right. So anyway, Spirit, obviously underappreciated. He's Native American. Need I say more? Washington Commanders. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Anyway, moving on.
The Washington Cobra Commanders.
You should know Charlie is a badass, especially right around Halloween.
It's when the veil's the thinnest.
All right, sneak peek. Sneak peek is underappreciated. I think we all know why. Because this dude can spot a naked chick in a window 7 miles away. It's
the most valuable kind of intel you can have.
That is literally the most valuable intel you could have. Now, I got to be honest with you. He does not look like a Chad. He does not look like the boy next door. He does kind of look like a cross between Ellen DeGeneres and Rosie O'Donnell. I'm not sure what pronoun Sneak Peek uses. I don't want to know, but he is very underappreciated. And as his file card says, okay, and just follow me, folks. Equipped with 3rd generation passive image intensifiers, optical range finders, parabolic microphones, and noise-gated amplifiers. Did you get all that? Sneak Peek can pinpoint the location of the enemy in complete darkness without revealing his own position. That is truly fascinating. And he can also pinpoint the location of the hottest chick 7 miles away. That is totally underappreciated.
Eric says this dude is so obvious, so now I'm just thinking they should call him Obvious Peak.
I mean, it's in his name, for Christ's sake. Come on. You know why Duke brought this guy on. He wanted to make sure he knew Scarlett wasn't hanging out with Snake Eyes. So
yeah,
Sneak Peek.
Duke's signing his paycheck.
Sneak Peek makes sure he knows where Scarlett is at all times. Now, we know Lady J is loyal. Scarlett, she's a crazy whore. All right.
Scarlett was a freak.
And then we have Bullhorn. All right. Let's not kid ourselves. Bullhorn, listen.
Read that.
Snake used his cookie power way too hard on Sneak.
Sneak snack. Snack. Sneak.
finally, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you one Stephen A. Ferreira, one bullhorn. Okay. Totally underappreciated because everybody needs that person that can take a bullhorn and walk up to anybody in their face and just talk shit to get them out of the way. So bullhorn, it says everybody's willing to talk to bullhorn, and why shouldn't they? He has the looks of a choir boy and is a good listener. This guy has more finesse than the slickest diplomat, using it to convince his adversaries that he actually cares about their problems. That's when they discover the folly of messing with a former hand-to-hand combat instructor from Quantico, who is also a contender for the National Practical Pistol title. I bet you guys didn't know that about Bullhorn. I bet all you knew about Bullhorn is that when he talks, he sounds like this. That's all you knew about Bullhorn. But he's actually a pistol fanatic.
I always thought he sounded like, ooh.
No, he has those 3 buttons on his bullhorn. When the one that goes, the other one that goes, and then the other one that goes, back out right now. You're back out, ladies and gentlemen.
And you actually got a little feedback in that too. So
exactly.
That was perfect.
That's bullhorn. Underappreciated, but highly, highly useful and contagious in the herpes industry. But that's a whole nother story.
He looks Antifa.
Anyway, those are my underappreciated Joes. I'll save my Cobras, which I can't wait for next time.
Oh, yeah, we were gonna try to fit both of them in, and we know it might be a challenge, but imagine that we're running late. I don't know. There's 15 of you guys still here, so I guess somebody's entertained. Are you not entertained? So, yes. Oh, and I'm sorry. That was Mark says that was his cousin Foghorn. I mean we're under attack.
I mean, come on now, son. I say, son.
Can't have Foghorn Leghorn around anymore. They canceled Foghorn.
Yeah, they did.
They canceled
and Speedy Gonzalez too.
And they are probably
and Porky Pig.
They are Speedy and Foghorn Leghorn are somewhere sitting by a lake, passing back and forth a moonshine jar and a cooler of Corona. Just best of friends, I'm telling you.
Right. Well, do you remember the Brendan Fraser Looney Tunes movie that came out a few years ago? It was Jenna Elfman and Brendan Fraser. It was like Looney Tunes Back in Action or something like that.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
There's a scene where Speedy Gonzalez and Porky Pig are actually sitting at a table together, and they both actually comment on the fact that they can't, like, they're not wanted anymore. And it's a direct comment on the fact that because of the speech impediment of Porky and because of Speedy being Mexican, that they were canceled, so to speak. It's in the movie.
Okay. I never did see that because I thought it looked terrible and it went right in one ear and out the other. So.
And Pepe Le Pew also canceled.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I can see that. That dude was a fucking creep. I mean,
they still exist. And Frenchmen.
They exist too.
Exactly. Creepy Frenchmen.
I'm not going to say it, but Pepe did too. That's why they canceled his ass.
Yeah. You could say it, technically.
I could.
That's not one of YouTube's dirty words, you know.
Oh, no, it's more the phrase, I think.
I like that phrase. All right, so what do you got?
Pepe would for sure be.
Oh, he
canceled
already
these
did.
days.
Yeah, he already did.
All right, so let me get over here, and I don't think mine were quite as colorful as I was picking them out, but um, so I Airborne is grossly underappreciated because, and I'll
Yep.
tell you, you brought up Spirit, and Spirit being the underappreciated Native American character. Well, he
That's right.
replaced Airborne as the Native American character. Soon as Spirit come out with his
See?
eagle, everybody forgot that we had a fucking Navajo airborne assault guy, because all
Absolutely.
you saw was an eagle and a gun that shot dagger knives. So, oh, noble freedom. I thought I had the eagle cry on here, but I'll look for it for something else. And I gotta get it. I thought I had the freedom. So grossly underrated, underappreciated, because
Yep.
this dude was out a whole year before Spirit, and as soon as Spirit come out, they turned Spirit into such a caricature. Everybody forgot about the proud, noble airborne warrior, Airborne.
Yep.
So he he kind of got lost in the shuffle with some of the later guys. You talk about guys replacing guys. Nobody even replaced this guy. They just forgot about
Yeah, they
him. They
said,
forgot about his whole
fuck
job.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
forgot about this guy's whole job. And look, you look right at him, and he's looking right through you. Must be the Indian in him. The Navajos call it the far-seeing look. He had the far-seeing look, and they underappreciated this guy. So,
Man.
I agree, Matthew. Spirit was a cliche. Airborne was awesome, but soon as Spirit come out, back then you could have them sports teams back in
They both
'84.
had badass uniforms, though.
So I'd say Airborne's was probably a little more badass, but Spirit was all right.
No. No.
He was all right. So, Viper Scout says he had a psychic brother. It's the only memorable cartoon episode he had, and I think,
Damn.
and they kind of scraped the character barrel for that episode too. That was the crystals that they had to move
Yeah.
real slow
That's
and
right.
unstable. So I got Airborne, because Airborne,
Nice.
and I put underrated in the banner. I meant underappreciated. It's kind of same thing, I guess.
I don't know. A little different. A little different. But
So
but it works. It works.
it works. That we can use the terms interchangeably. Uh, interchangeably. So there's Lawrence, punk with toys. Lawrence, I would have shown the thumbnail and the promo for the
Two-parter.
punkathon if you had have sent it to me. So I don't know if you don't have it or not, but we did talk about it earlier. So did promote it a little while ago. Yes, two-parter. Eric says Spirit is still a top 5 figure in classified or
I
in Real American
mean,
Hero. Classified, probably.
people love that dude. Love him.
Spirit is a badass classified. All right, so my next underappreciated character is Airtight.
Yeah, I get it.
Uh,
Totally.
Supremely underappreciated, and especially in this day and age, because a guy like this would be a whole lot more relevant in today's battlefield than he was in 1985. Not that he wasn't then, but Kurt Schnurr, in this world, not in the world where they permanently fixed him into his uniform, smelling his own farts. See last year's Halloween episode. Airtight doesn't get any love. I see people talking about wanting Airtight in classified now. Just because he's literally the only character from 1985 we don't have that was a mainline figure release, and I think people just want him to complete a 1985 shelf.
Okay.
But so there, I mean, he's from Connecticut, but he is he's the weird kid. He grew up with a collection of plastic dinosaurs. We're adults that have collections of plastic toys.
Right.
So I think Airtight, man, especially with all the shit that's on the news these days, not ever knowing what's going to go on, I think he's a very underrated character. And the fact, I always like this, they actually talked about this on Shark Eyes and Ronnie Trick Shots last show, where they did the file card trivia. He is an unreformed practical joker. So he's the dude you're going to be sitting in the helicopter, and he's the guy that's going to be like rigging up fake red warning lights and shit. You know, people be jumping out of the helicopter thinking it's going down. Turns out it was just Airtight playing one of his practical jokes. So he can always lighten the mood with his practical jokes, and he's the guy that's gonna walk right into the dirty bomb and suck it up with his Hoover, so you guys can get out and walk around in it. So I always liked Airtight. I like the characters like this, but I think he's very, very underrated and underappreciated. Let's see, who do I have next? But another guy that don't get any kind of love. Barbecue. Everybody makes fun of him because he's had like 4 or 5 different versions, and nobody's ever given him a gun.
I think too. He's not as. It's like Blowtorch. I think most people look at. They think, even though it's like barbecue. I think firefighter looking. I think he has a great uniform. I think he's fantastic. But yeah, you're right. He doesn't get a lot of love.
Yeah, I think I always thought he was overrated. I loved listening to him talk. And Todd C, what's up? Says Moody is barbecue. So yeah, from Massachusetts here, but so he's from Connecticut, same area. There were a lot of Joes from Massachusetts. Cutter.
Yeah.
Graf says, isn't he a ginger? There's a lot of ginger hate these days. And yep, Viper is coming. Lone Dragon says it too. Main guy in the Viper is coming. But I always really liked Barbecue, and I thought he got a bad rap. They got several guys that can set shit on fire, but they only have one guy that can put it out. So
right,
I always dug Barbecue. I still do, and I just don't think he gets much love. I like him next to the firefighter. What I don't like is the fact that he don't stand up worth a shit. This is one of the worst figures in Classified. But I love the look.
What about the other version?
Marauders?
Yeah.
It's slightly better.
Yeah.
I don't think they worked on the hips for him very much. They tend not to do that, but it's not quite as loose as the Cobra Island.
I gotta tell you that he would also is extremely underappreciated because he can literally wrap his lips around the bottom of a Coke bottle.
Yeah.
A quart Coke bottle. I don't even know where to go with that.
He was appreciated in certain circles.
I think.
Circle of jerks.
Dr. Mindbender.
He stands fine. I'll do it.
Stands for something.
Yeah. Mine, the hips on him are about like Cobra Island Breaker.
Fire extinguisher appreciation, right? No doubt.
I wonder if he can wrap his lips around a fire extinguisher. He had a great career in movies after he left the G.I. Joe team.
He was in Boogie Nights, I think, wasn't he?
He was.
Okay.
He was in the end part of Boogie Nights.
That's right. Yes.
He was in the back seat of the car. All right, so we got barbecue. My boy Chuckles. Chuckles never got any love until that Cobra series, and even then, he didn't get a lot of love until he got a classified figure. I feel like, and I mean, look at this dude. He's striking good looks. He knows
Oh
how to
yeah.
dress. Um, can talk his way in or out of anything. Man, it's got the Magnum PI vibes. Chuckles was always just laughed at because he'd show up for PT and he'd be the only guy wearing a button-up camp shirt. So they always made fun of Chuckles.
You think he was underappreciated for? I think they may have secretly like loved the fact. I think they secretly appreciated the fact that he showed up with his Hawaiian shirt. They all wanted to be able to show up in his Hawaiian shirt, or you know what I mean, or their own Hawaiian shirts. But he was the only one that had the balls enough to do it.
Only the one that was brave enough to show up and do it.
Look at that unbuttoned, or well, look, it is buttoned all the way up. It's just that's one hell of a collar and
a destro collar. Just a man of fashion. He'd come in, steal your woman out from under you, and you'd never see him coming around the corner to buy her some drinks. And he is a fellow Southerner from Arkansas, although he didn't sound like it in anything he was ever in.
No, and Little Rock, even it's like,
yep, he's a little past Little Rock. He's a little past Little Rock. Missile throwing scene is all time appreciated. Yep. They kind of cheesed him in the movie. I think he got a raw deal in the movie.
For sure. I think a lot of the people got a raw deal in the movie, and I think he shaves his chest. To be honest with you, Graph.
No, little shading there. I don't know, maybe. And he was also he got his start in the hole and corner operation. So
well, that's a interesting
anybody
name.
Anybody that started out corner holing is he's gonna be.
I thought that was a Wednesday night at the Blue Oyster Bar.
Lone Dragon says you never see Chuckles coming, but your wife does. Exactly right. Right here. He's a man's man. So you gotta wear a shirt like that. I got a closet full of them. So, all right. So next, look who it is.
Wait a minute. That son of a bitch shows up again.
Also on here is underappreciated. Because who else in 1987 could unscramble Skinamax other than Psych Out?
He was the only one that didn't have to walk up to the cable box and flip it back and forth really quickly like this, like to get them.
He turned his little dial on his radar dish, and you could see them titties.
I mean, dude. Oh my God. I got a great radar dish story. I'll have to save it. But yeah, no, I got to admit, that is a skill super underappreciated for its time. No doubt about it. For some, very appreciated. But yeah, no. Unscrambling a cable signal with your wrists. Truly magical.
All them dudes sitting around in the barracks when they're off duty. You know Hawk is not paying for Cinemax. So
oh my God.
Sitting around. But seriously, again, like Airtight in modern times. So this dude, everybody hates this fucking guy. I hated him. This dude died so many times when I played G.I. Joe. He got
fucking lame.
He got blown up. He got run over. He got sacrificed. Other Joes pushed him out in front of laser fire, gunfire, or whatever.
You name it. a passenger in the vamp or something,
Yeah.
get thrown out.
Yeah,
Whatever.
takes a hard corner and he goes tumbling out the window.
Absolutely.
But we all know when they get around to this dude in classified, it's going to be like they did Budo. Like he's gonna.
Man, I swear to God, I don't know. They if he comes with the little wrist satellite dish things and the radar dishes and like I don't know if you can make that shit cool. I don't know.
I think they will. Like he's got the Lobot look, man. Looks kind of like
That's
Road
true.
Pigs.
He does have
Might
the
be.
low buy. He might be a cousin of Road Pig.
Yeah,
He might be.
it's like
He
a
might
little
be.
Road Piggy
He
there.
could, he
so.
could be related to Road Pig. I would put it out there for sure.
But I think he's a little underappreciated. And then who do we have next? None other than Snack Peek. So many of the same reasons.
Yes.
He actually all of the stuff that is on his little periscope here, he can see through walls into dressing rooms.
I mean, listen, let's not kid ourselves. It's all about being able to spot a hot chick from miles away with that big giant telescope or whatever the fuck that thing is.
with this big scope. Oh,
Is it got the big mirrors in it? You know what I'm talking about? Is that it's a fucking this periscope deal. It's like
Yet another guy that died at every turn when I played G.I. Joe. This dude not once lived
he
when
does.
I played with my
Okay,
G.I.
see,
Joes.
Giraffe gets it, right? Because it looks like this motherfucker's wearing lipstick. I told you he's a cross between like Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen DeGeneres. I don't even know. He could look like early career Adele even. Like I'm just saying, there's a little bit in there. There's a little bit in there. I see some double chin action going on. I see a hook nose and some lipstick. I mean, this is not one sassy looking sneak peek. This is a very homely looking sneak peek. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah, he's no Chuckles, put it that way. He's the anti-Chuckles. But I always thought on his file card in this portrait, I always thought he looked like a chick.
I mean, it's pretty
portrait.
It's pretty bad. Like it's pretty bad.
And this is the other Stephen King reference that we got.
Yes.
Owen King from Bangor, Maine.
Bangor,
So
Maine.
maybe he's related to Crystal Ball.
Or, a character out of one of the novels. You have to do some research.
Are you sure this guy isn't Stalker? He's definitely Stalker. This is
shit.
This is Marty McFly's dad up in the tree with the binoculars.
Yeah, right.
On Lorraine changing, not Lorraine, but the chick changing. That's
Giraffe. I really want to know: do you really need this figure in classified? Like, do you? Do you really need this figure? I don't know that anybody needs this figure in classified. I think they can skip sneak peek, and I think the world would keep on spinning around.
So, Giraffe, you've got a good point. He has not only a giant periscope that he can see last year with, he has binoculars too.
That's true. That is true. So I don't quite understand the need for because think about it. The binoculars, what's the point? It's like carrying a gun to a knife fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a knife to a gunfight, rather. My bad. It's why take the binoculars, right? You don't need those. You have this high-powered freaking periscope thing. The binoculars do you no good. Like, no good. I love that comment, by the way. He can see last year.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, it's like carrying a knife to a gunfight. The binoculars are so underpowered.
The Viper Scout's comment may be true because he does look so young. Maybe the artist got a picture of Owen to put on the card. That
Okay.
that could be because he does look. Well, I mean, dude looks like he's 16.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Let's see. Images. Owen
Um,
King. Oh. Oh no. Wait, hang on. No, that looks like is that that's no, that isn't. Wait, is that Steven? I'm totally lost here. Hang on. Because okay, Owen King high res photos. But is this the Owen King that is it? Hang on.
yeah, it's Steven's son.
But is this now? This is gonna look stupid, but I'm just gonna present this uh real quick. And it is this sneak peek?
I mean, it might have been
It says
40 years
American
ago.
no American author Owen King talks about his new book. So if you think about this person, okay, and then we're gonna go back to go ahead and pump it up there.
I
You
can
know
see it.
what? I can see it too.
I can see it.
I can see it.
This would have
Okay.
been 30, what, y'all, 38 years ago. So
Right. Okay. All
you may
right.
be
We found the yes. We
you may
found
be
it.
right, Viper
Yep.
Scout.
I
And
think
yeah,
he's on.
he actually, that was the coolest thing about Sneak Peek was they gave him a good weapon. He had the M16, right? He come with the M16. I think was what he had. I remember liking that too.
Dude, it is
Uh,
so. I'm looking at other
yep.
pictures. It is so him. It has to be
Yeah.
because like I'm literally looking at another picture and it's like,
Well, yeah. I
oh,
mean,
for sure.
he was done as a like a favor, like for Stephen King because same year we got Crystal Ball.
Fucking Todd C. You know what? And if he is, then I'll tell him your dad's a fruitcake. So yeah, I don't care.
Buddy writes good books.
Well, that also is up for debate.
No, that's not up for debate.
He used to write good books. How about that?
No, he still writes good books.
So you've read some of his most recent ones in the last 25 years?
Yeah, read The Outsider. I'm working on Billy Billy Summers now.
Billy Summers. I knew
Mhm.
him a few years ago.
Wrote. I actually like his more recent short stories better than his books. I just read the weird one where dude goes to the other world
Candy
and
store.
has the portal in his neighbor's shed.
Whacking off in my tool shed.
You the boys who was a whacking off in my tool shed. All right, let's get on with this. I got to go to bed. All right, last one.
I should lipstick face.
Toll booth.
Good old toll booth.
Old toll booth. I always like toll booth. Definitely underappreciated because he drove the fucking bridge layer. Was probably the most underappreciated vehicle in all of GI Joe. Dude was solid. He's got a master's degree from MIT.
Right.
Not just a big lug. So he wore out his construction sets in a year and got more and more complex till he outgrew them all. Started building stuff in real life. Got his master's from MIT. Needed a bigger challenge, so he joined the Army expressly to sign up for the GI Joe team.
Right.
So I always absolutely love these drivers and the support guys. So anybody that just drives the thing that lays the bridge with no weapons on it, and just drives it into the combat zone so they can put the
for
bridge
sure.
down so the other guys can cross. So
Absolutely.
I don't really have any funny anecdotes about Toll Booth. I didn't really come up with a lot of funny stuff for him. I just
I mean,
seriously thought that
yeah,
he's just a underappreciated dude.
right. Doesn't get a lot of play. I mean, I guess in the in the cartoon he's used a bit, right? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he's in
Like
the
he
cartoon a
right.
good bit, at least
Um,
for a couple of seconds anyway.
right. Yeah, it's literally for a couple seconds, and then they just blast right over the shit, and they're like, "Thanks, see ya." That's probably
The,
why he's underappreciated.
the man's got
Right.
magic.
Yeah.
The
Now I'm not
magic
sure
man.
what that has to do with laying down a bridge over a crevice river.
He 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 could lay down a bridge and he could lay down some pipe.
Because he says he can also build up. He says he may build a bridge out of whatever's there. So that's different than laying a bridge down from a bridge layer. Because then Stalker says blast a pass through solid rock, right? What does he say? Solid rock.
Or lay down a 4-lane blacktop.
There
The
we go.
man's
Yeah,
got magic. Well,
right.
he's a
So he
combat engineer, so he
so
can
he
build it
lays
out of
down.
whatever's there.
Yeah, he's like, I'll make some concrete. I'll mix some concrete right here on the fly. I'll mix up
That's
some
right.
blacktop for that ass, and I'll
Yeah,
build you a fucking 4-lane road, Stalker. You can drive your vamp across that son of a bitch.
yep. Well, Viper Scout says, "Oh no, oh no, 20-foot river we need to cross, Toll Booth. Yes, my time to shine."
It's that's the whole thing about people joke about the bridge layer, right? It's like it has to be exactly
Yeah,
this, that's all you're gonna get.
like it's like the most specialized GI Joe vehicle there are. And if and if they run up on some shit and don't happen to have him with them already, like what happens then?
Well, then,
So,
as Giraffe says, you gotta wait at very slow speeds for him to roll up on the scene.
beep, beep, beep. He's not backing up to the crevice. He's gonna fall off in it. So,
Oh my
oh,
God!
you know who else was who's a combat engineer?
Let me think. Hang on a second. It was Gung Ho.
This guy.
Oh, that's right. And he can mix up a
Basically.
black top for Stalker's ass.
That's right. It's basically what those guys were was combat engineers and repairmen. So yeah, Boomer written file cards. So
Right.
well, I mean, Hama wrote all of these. So
Yep.
all right, so there are our underappreciated and underrated Joe team members. So next show, we've already got our Cobra ones picked out.
Yep.
So
Got him picked
we'll
out.
have
Ready to roll.
we'll have a we actually had these ready. We had the Joes ready at on the last show, but didn't know if we were going to get that far or not. So
Right.
we'll do the Cobras next time, and probably I'm sure we'll have some other topic. So did it have it did I guess it did have cannons, didn't it? After I said it, I got to thinking about it. So
I don't know. I can't remember. I'll take the word for it. For sure.
Yeah, trying to find it
that-
real
that
quick
was-
so I
that
could
was
look
something-
at it.
Something I did not have. Yeah, it does. It does. Looking at it
Okay.
right here. Yep.
After I
sure.
said it, I thought I think
'Cause
it did have two cannons on the
on-
front.
On the box art, it's actually shooting as it's driving over the beginning of the bridge. Who's riding in that son of a bitch? Toll Booth and Grunt?
Oh, I gotta find it.
Right here on, what is this? 3D Joe's. I love the back of the box. It's all red. I don't know if it's like the lighting where somebody took the picture or if it was all red on the back,
I'm trying to find it because I don't remember what damn year it come out.
I got it right here.
There we go. Yeah,
There's
okay.
the box art.
There
See?
we go.
Yeah.
That's Grunters. That's probably, it might be Zap.
Hard to tell.
Mark Hartness says toll booth is in the tradition of Army engineers who traveled with General Sherman when Confederates blew up a railway tunnel. Some comment, and it didn't matter since Sherman probably carried a spare. Probably. Let's not talk about General Sherman. Let's see.
Right. Nice.
So
Very
there's
nice.
our bridge layer. So there's our underappreciated
Yep.
Joes.
We'll get to the
So,
Cobras next week, folks.
So what do you got coming up on the Pop Blender channel? Got any figure reviews coming up?
Yeah, you know me, man. I'm gonna be hitting them all, dude. I got several in the pipeline. Uh, no, Sunday night. Although, I need to. There's a couple of things I need to do, but
What's up, Kenzo?
But yeah, what's up, Kenzo? Yeah, Sunday night for sure. Be going through some more stuff, and who knows, right? It's fluid. It's always fluid. That's all I can say. Wait, what? But anyway,
That's what she said.
but yeah, I don't know. Sunday, Tuesday, we'll see. Maybe I'll crank out something. Maybe I'll write a script. I don't know. I'm very lazy, folks. That's just the truth of the matter.
I don't think it's lazy. I think you just start one project and squirrel off into something else. And
that also
what was
happens.
I doing over here?
Yeah,
There's
that
something
also
going on
happens.
over here.
I might do another drum stream too. The last one I did, my phone started going freaking nuts, and it started like playing stuff at 2 times speed and skipping and stuff. And actually looking back on it now, I wonder if it might have been part of the modem. Like just at a certain time of night, sometimes it freaks out. It does.
Yeah.
It could have been that. I don't know. So it's like, okay, I can't try to play the songs where it's skipping. You know what I mean? It's like you can't do that. So, but it was like, what is happening right now? It's like the songs literally just started speeding up and doing crazy shit. So I don't know, but yeah, I may do a drum stream. I think I probably have a football game Friday night to go to, but yeah, so we'll see. You never know, man. You just never know. How about that?
All right. Oh, so let's see over here on the 3-star draw. I guess I'll probably have some reviews to try to get done this weekend.
yeah.
So looks like Desert Scorpion and probably the Popo is going to be here. Is this the only time people have been looking forward to the police showing up?
I don't know, man. I swear.
I thought about that earlier. I'm looking forward for the cops to get here. I plan on having some fun with those guys. So hopefully get those done. I've definitely got some Tuco work I've got to do this weekend and try to work all that in. So be on the lookout for them. Don't know how timely I'll get those reviews out, but I'll try to have them done sometime over the weekend. And then I will be back here on Wednesday night with Krusty Old Crow for Backyard Battlefield. So again, go over and check out Same Time Toys if you guys aren't subscribed to him, and be on the lookout for details for the Punkathon coming up on October 24th is when that will start. So I'm sure we're all watching Punk and keeping up with that. So absolutely happy October. I'm so glad it's October now. If I just can get the weather to match the month, I'll be great. Tired of sweating.
Real quickly, I got a message that that mole rat coming up was a Walmart exclusive.
Did they say that it is a Walmart exclusive?
That's what I was trying to verify, but
I did not see
what I got. That version 2 mole rat or second stage or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I mean it.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that part.
I hope it is.
So just be something else for us to
Oh yeah.
complain about.
Oh yeah. Walmart elusive is more like it, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good stuff.
elusive.
Good comment.
That's good. So yeah,
All
Todd,
right.
it does make sense if it is. So all right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here. I appreciate everybody hanging out and
Yeah.
sticking around. Hope you guys had fun. We try to keep it fun over here. Rant a little. Try to keep the rants at a minimum, but sometimes it happens. So hope everybody has a good night, has a good upcoming weekend, and we will see you guys in
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Get ready for a surprise.